What a nostalgic feeling, cozying up to a SaltedSlices stream as he's about to play a roguelike. What the? Make sure you check your calendars, all right? It might be 2023 when the channel first started, way back then, if you'll believe it or not. Was it really 2023? Hold on. Hold. Let me go to my lives real quick. Obviously, I gotta take off a couple of months from that one. Yeah, whatever. Oh, wow, that's the old rat. Yes, October 26th, 2023. I believe I started streaming about 3 weeks before that. But I didn't create my YouTube channel until I had the original rat icon. So it was probably... I mean, the start of the channel is lost to time, is I guess what I'm trying to say here. It's lost media. Those first couple streams are the only ones that aren't archived, I believe. Because at the time, I didn't have any way to archive them. Also, allow me to go really quickly, like my own YouTube video. You would call it shameless. I would say an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So I'm planning on starting it in motion right now. We gotta say, off rip. I mean, what a soundtrack. A little bit of Sonic inspiration. What do I mean? Just every time I hear that kind of guitar coming in, all I think of is the Sonic songs because they cling on to electric guitar like it's their IV drip keeping them alive. Which, fair enough. As a kid, live and learn. Holy. Watching the Sonic movie 3 when... spoilers for the Sonic movie 3, by the way. If you're about to go see it, I'm sorry. But watching it when they started playing Live and Learn throughout the theater, I was like, I'm back. We can say it, right? Like, enough time has passed. They've already made a franchise out of the Sonic movies at this point. We can say that the first Sonic movie was, like, objectively really bad cinema. The ones after it, at least they're referential and a little bit fun with it. I think I might take down the volume a little bit. 1920 by 1080 borderless. Any higher? All right, I guess we'll just settle then. I'm kidding. I don't think if I went any higher, I don't know how OBS captures it because I think I'd have to scale it down. Then borderless is what I'd rather. The 3 ways your relationship can go: watch through the window, no borders, or you're exclusive. I understand what they're saying. What the fuck is exclusive display mode? My eyes only? If I turn this on, is it gonna hide it from you guys? It changed nothing at all. I'm gonna stay on borderless. It just freezes the game for the rest of the time we're playing. You shouldn't have picked exclusive, bud. All right, there's no voiceover. Sorry, the forces of hell fight. I forgot what it fully said. We got Galio from League of Legends. Holy shit. So, what do I know about this game? So I played Monster Train 1. And I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan. I'm gonna say I wasn't a huge fan of the art style. Now you might say, what has changed since then? Well, I'll tell you what's changed since then. I've watched around 1,000 episodes of One Piece, and I've realized that art styles are nothing but a medium to tell a story or like to interface with something. So I'm gonna try and just enjoy the art. I know a lot of people really like it. I just there's something about it that's not quite my cup of tea. It might be new titans emerge from the outer realms to reshape heaven and hell. New champions must arise to fight them. But it might just be like, I don't know, it reminds me of this online Flash game that I have, or that I played when I was a kid that might have given me just like trauma. So the art style scares me from it. What was it? It was a Flash game that was just gambling for kids that they were hoping you'd use your parents' credit card to buy more stuff into. I think it was called like fightmymonster.com. I know that sounds like a little bit of a raunchy site. I promise you it was not. It does sound precisely like the kind of site that my parents would see in the history and be like, got something to explain here, Salted. They have to call me that, by the way. They're not close enough to call me Slices, so. All right. Tutorial is going swimmingly right now. Suppose we'll click on the battle. I'm hoping they'll give us, I was trying to pan around. Okay. Healers blessed by Dominion bolster their allies. Was that all the tutorial that I get? Current Ring, Limbo, Archeon, Scion of Savagery, Kale, Lord of the Cherubs, good for him. Seraph, Aterius, Chosen of the Savagery, which means he has Seraph, which enchants enemy units with Rage 3, which also means that your units will enter with melee weakness 1, because you got to consider that that is a big buff that they're entering with Rage 3. Rage is, of course, +2. Seraph enchants enemy units with wait, so that's just a downgrade, because they get +2 damage times 3, so they get 6 damage. And also, I take more. Okay, why would that be good? Maybe I don't understand what these are. Maybe these are debuffs? Hold on. Kale and his cherubs grant +35 health and spikes 4 to enemies. Oh, okay, so these are like debuffs that you have to play around. Got it. So the other one wasn't good intentionally. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. Draws power from defeat of the forces. All right, they'll probably explain what those are more as I actually like play through the tutorial, which I'm assuming is what we're doing right now. Protect your pyre. This is your pyre. If it takes too much damage from enemy attacks, your run is over. Deployment phase. So each battle begins with deployment phase. You will draw your champions and any unit cards with a blue banner on it. After you end this turn, enemies will invade. Now that means a guy like summon units to defend your train. You can play each unit card once per battle. Yeah, these essentially exhaust themselves, and I believe they work like individual. If you remember Wild Frost, that was the name of it. They work like Wild Frost characters, I believe, where they each have their own health, attack, and they can die. I don't know if it matters if our champion dies or not. I think he's just our strongest one. Revenge, apply Valor 1 to friendly units. Now we'll probably learn what that does if I right click right here. +1 attack per stack. Raise armor to stat count if this is the front unit after combat. Okay. But Revenge also is triggers when being hit. So do I get to see where enemies are coming from? Okay, so I scroll to navigate. Got it. I don't, so we'll put Fell down here. Fell is kind of good. The amount of unit we'll take up is indicated by its pips on a card. Okay, so you guys take up 3. Right. So maybe my shield steward should stand in front. And then up here we can I undeploy? No. I didn't count the number of spaces. I should have put 1 on each. Unless, am I still able to redeploy? I'm gonna assume I just fucked the tutorial. And that's fine. That's really actually bodes very well for us. Game speed normal. How about slower for guys like me? Hold on. Let's look in the settings really quick. Accessibility. Okay, I was hoping they'd have an undo button for like real dumb idiots. This is also Kindling Chorale that we're listening to. I don't know why I thought it was only 2. I guess I just scrolled by too quickly. Is what it is. I probably don't even need them all anyways. And then maybe we'll, okay. Enemies enter at the lowest level and move up 1 level every turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack your pyre. Oh, okay. That's right. Yes, yeah. They move upwards. We also get our own attacks. Deal 1 and apply Pyrogel. Pyrogel will make them take more damage. Now you, if I'm calculating correct, have exactly 1 HP. So I should just like get rid of you. This applies Valor 2. Moves unit to the front and gives Valor 2. You have Revenge, which would give you even more Valor, so I should do that, and then I should Pyrogel you so you take even more damage, and then we call it there. So then Valor triggers off of the Revenge. Yeah, protect the Skull Crusher. That's what I've been trying to do. Now we got more that show up. Where is Arceus? He's in Pokemon, if I remember right. I mean, my lore is a little bit iffy. Advance and apply Valor. So it's gotta be you just kill this one. And then do I give more Valor to you? Or I've only got 1 more. You're looking at taking 16 damage, but if I do this, you're looking dead, which I think I like more because you've only got 1 HP. I didn't really look at my own guy's health. That's fine. We get a lot of damage going, and then you get armor equal to your Valor. So you were probably like a 1-man army anyways. Could use a second Spear Steward up here. Probably something like this. Advance him forward, give him some Valor, and they're dead already. In which case, let's just start Valor stacking on this bad boy right here. Why? I don't know. You gotta do something with it. Burn it if you got it, and we got it. Okay. So now I'm starting to understand. Now here's the boss of the battle. His relentless ability means that combat will continue in this room until you or he is defeated. Got it. So then first things first, as always, I'm the realist. But also I'm going to drop this and let the whole world feel it, let them feel it. Now, should I if I pyrogel you, you die. And I live. Unfortunate as it may be for you. So then what's the turn order? Okay, he gets to keep smacking. So he kills my big guy. But he doesn't have enough damage to get through the little one at the end. Okay. I'm pretty much an expert at this point. I get it. This will... Allied clan or a normal clan pack. I guess you're getting both. Yes, okay. So I could get the upbeat warbler, which bird watching fans have been waiting for a warbler to appear in games. I'm kidding. I feel like it's one of the most common birds to appear in games. I think maybe it's just because of its name. Warbler is a fun name. Enchant is other units on the same floor gain a bonus. Quick. Attacks before enemies. So you'd cost 1, gain 1 valor, resolve, trigger, shift. Oh shit, hold on. Okay. Resolve triggers after combat. Okay. Trigger, shift. Shift is triggers whenever this... So I guess I just don't understand. Like the shift valor 1. And the resolve is after combat. So this is just a valor stacking weapon. I guess. After each combat, it will give you a trigger of its shift, and then also whenever this unit moves, which means with our other valor stuff, since we're moving so much, I guess you'll take this one then. Then we've got our allied one, which is probably more what we're looking for. Deal 1 to enemy units, but it does cost 0. Equipment, apply Pyrogel 3 to attacker, but it has 10 HP, so I guess it only works for a bit. Deal 5 damage. If it kills, gain 1 Dragon's Horde. And loot it outside of battle for valuable rewards. I mean, if you give me a card that says I'm allowed to like sit on treasure, I gotta do it. Merchant of Magic, forge your spells to gain new powers. So that's upgrading, I imagine. Forge your units and then gain a banished unit. Banished is just basically off the fact that it is a blue banner and the fact that I have some level of object permanence. I believe that that would be something that we get to do during the deployment phase. Now, how would one... Aha, deck. So if I was looking, I don't think I need to start with the Spear Stewards. I think I'm fine with them popping up whenever. So let's try to just gain new powers on like a card then. Oh. Upgrade a spell to gain permafrost. Upgrade a spell to cost -1. That's kind of crazy. Permafrost is gain frozen. This card will not be discarded at the end of the turn. Frozen is removed when the card is played. I don't really know. Upgrade a spell with plus 20 magic power and consume. Increases the amount of damage and health restored by spells. So I'm going to go insane here. And I'm going to put this on Golden Touch. Deal 25. And gain 1, because I only needed to hit once. And then I'm also gonna put this on it so it only costs 1, so it's really easy for us to slot in. Now I know it has consume, which might make it not worthwhile. I'm kind of the guy when I played a Pokemon game. Sorry, I like Green Dragon. I was just reading through. When I play a Pokemon game, I'd over level my starter and just kind of rock with him the entire game. That's kind of what I'm doing with this attack idea. Strike is apply Pyrogel, which is +1 incoming damage per stack, and it does apply 8 of it. Now, this will give us more for each Dragon's Horde, which is something we are playing towards. So I think that I do like the idea of having the Greed Dragon as like a panic button. Especially if we get it in. He was bannered too. Call him Bruce because he's banner. Okay. So 0 goes down here. Probably with a Shield Steward in front of him. And then we can put another Shield Steward on this floor. And then you got to deal with the dragon at the end. Now, he doesn't get anything special right now. Arguably, I could have waited until we used our consume deal damage thing. You've drawn. These can be attached to a unit inside the train. Once attached, they improve the unit in various ways. Only 1 equipment can be attached. The combat number shows the amount of damage. A red X means it will be defeated. So if I were to put this on you and then fucking say forward march, what happens now? I'm taking 5 damage, but I'm also going to get even more resolve, and you guys are still not looking great. Now, what if... No, because I want to trigger my revenge. Now, I can deal 1 damage and trigger my revenge, but then I'm... What if it change the amount of damage I'd receive, though? You might say, by the way, why would it change the amount you'd receive? Also, if I move this forward, you will shift again. And not much else changes. Oh, no. We deal less damage. Oh, that's real. That's real. Okay. I still fuck with this because I didn't have any way to eliminate these ones as it was. And then you've got 2 Valor now, which is still fine for the Fallen. Okay, sure. Moves up. Now we've got another one down here. This is where I could really use like my Dragon's Horde to come in. How about instead of that, I go fuck myself? Okay, that would work too. Just Cause. Yeah, that's my Valor. And it's also like a video game people used to play. They got it to Just Cause 4. I can't remember. I remember waiting ages for the possibility that there would be a Just Cause 3. I'm gonna somehow gain 4 HP by fighting you. And now you're gonna take even more damage. Now I know what you're thinking. You're just letting the Swollen Knight get up there. Not 100%, just currently. Now, how do I heal from this? Valor 1, Armor 11. But I didn't heal. And it said +4. Deal 25 and gain 1. You look up here, you're taking 20 as is. Okay. Dealing 25 and getting 1 there is worthwhile. Some spells can be played once. Cards with Consume are placed in the Consume pile. When played, they will not be available until the end of the next battle. Yeah, I kind of assumed that, though. Now, what do I do here? We can get 14 more damage on him, which is barely not enough, but then you Pyre Gel and he's dead. And that's worthwhile still, because then nothing hits our Pyre. There's 1 wave remaining. The final wave. Now you have Relentless, which means essentially just like get ready, because we're going to keep going. You get no breaks on this one. Okay. Do that. And I think I fuck with that. Even though we lose/die here, I still fuck with that. Because that's still good damage. And then, yeah, he armors up. That doesn't matter to us. We'll probably have to poke down this one. Want to speed up combat? Not even a little bit. I don't know what's happening right now. Don't ask me to skip to the 3rd movie when I still don't know what happened to the 1st one. That'd be like watching Star Wars in the wrong order, which is, of course, starting with the 4th movie. You wouldn't believe it. Some people actually did that. You don't have much health, so this is probably how you do that. I'm going to put some Pyre Gel on you, and then I'm going to give you Valor to strike back harder. You don't even get to attack, do you, bud? Oh, you do? Okay. I can't do math, apparently, as it turns out. I think we die here. I don't have any way to get through the behemoth before me. Now, this gives armor 2, which isn't enough. But what if I just, like... No, even Giga buffing your damage, well, you get to hit multiple times, so it's better to do this. Because then our Pyre's still going to take some damage, which I'm not huge on. But it's not going to be as much. If I swap the order, did that work better? It might have. Now, he'll get to attack our Pyre, but our Pyre hits him once. Okay, a little bit of damage taken, which is probably not great for us. Another Dragon's Horde acquired. We're scaling. Descend, then advance a friendly. You guys ever try to get somebody into Magic the Gathering? Because this is kind of what it feels like right now. I'm sure that once it clicks so well. But there's so many keywords. It's absurd. Strike. Apply Valor 2 to strike his triggers when attacking to friendly units. So this might be better than the other Valor card, but I've already taken another Valor card, so I don't know if I'm going to go for it necessarily. Move down a floor and to the back of that floor. Okay, descend, then advance a friendly unit. Deal damage to the front enemy equal to 2x this unit's health and armor. I don't really have any tanky guys though, right? You have 20 health. You have 35. The green dragon's a little bit tanky. I'll give it to him. Especially because he's going to get an extra 20 on that. Maybe you can heroically dive a dragon in on top of him. Apply 3 Pyrogel to the attacker, and it gives 10 health. Resolve, reduce cooldown by 1. I'm just trying to piece this together. Reduce cooldown by 1. After combat, reduce cooldown by 1. Maybe I'm insane, but doesn't that imply that there should be something that the cooldown's pointing to? Like the cooldown of what, I suppose, is my question. Consume, apply 10 Pyrogel. I think that's probably worth having. The Pyroborn can earn Dragon's Horde rewards as you grow. You can loot it now or save it for later. Okay. Save it for later. Wait, why did I only get 1? I got 1 from my consume. Loot Horde. What if I click this? Will it force me to view loot levels? You go all the way to 8. You get, wait, increase Dragon Horde's max to unlock. Okay, so it's like meta progression. Okay. Select one of 3 minor artifacts, and then select one of 3 artifacts. Sure. I mean, that's got to be better than just getting 10 gold, I imagine. We will definitely save that one. Celestial Alcove. Is that on either side? Yeah. Something surprising can be found within the Celestial Fog. Restore 24 health. Offers random equipment and rooms to improve them. Forge your units and gain a Pyroborn unit. I think we'd rather just get more units. So what is this? An ornate mirror stands alone, unanchored to any wall or frame. Its glass ripples like some sort of portal. Yeah, I can see that. Curious, you pick up the small piece of scrap and toss it towards the mirror. The glass shimmers as the scrap disappears until 2 identical pieces. Okay. Copy a card, because the only card I need more of is Golden Touch. Duplicate. And now I have 2 insane golden touches that deal 25 damage for a singular energy. Which also should then scale up our dragon even more. Upgrade a unit with +1 capacity. That doesn't feel like an upgrade. Upgrade a unit with +14 attack. Upgrade a unit with +8 valor, or remove a card from your deck. Now, the thin and small decks are probably the best thing you can go for, which is precisely why you are not at all what I was hoping for. Damn. I guess on the Shield Steward, we start with him. I was hoping I could put it on my champion. I guess our champion's not a unit, he's a champion, which is fair. Primary clan is banished Fell, and then secondary is Pyroborn. Okay. Let's remove a... I feel like we got too many just causes, honestly. This is the front unit after combat. Yeah, I just don't think we need that many of them. I love having my poke damage. But maybe you could... Nah, I think you just drop a just cause. I feel like we have too many of them. You could even drop a Spear Steward, but I don't know. We're not even reaching capacity for our units right now. So I don't think we're even remotely close to needing that right now. No. I mean, if 1 is good. What does that say about more? Gains 2... Archeon gains Rage 2 on Siphon. Siphon is triggers when an enemy unit dies on this floor. Okay, +2 per stack, decreases every turn. Got it. Now, is this a boss that we are fighting off rip? Playing Archeon, Scion of Savagery. I'm going to say that there's a good chance that we're fighting him right now. Put a dragon out, and then put another dragon out. Yes. Yes. Then we've got Heroic Dive, so we can do something with that. Archeon is the strongest boss you've faced. He moves between floors freely, but can be attacked if you clear out other enemies on that floor. Okay, so up top, we're getting a little bit of a fight going on. Got it. So damage is going to be dealt anyways. Fuck, man. This game's hard. Hold on. They make you think. It's kind of the difference between this and other video games. Doesn't that just feel like a waste? This unit's health and armor. Honestly, heroic dive in so that we can just double kill these bozos without even having to think about it. And then while we're at it, we'll just put a shield steward on this level. So we've got somebody set up. He'll take 7 damage, but I think that's fine to deal a huge amount back. Especially because, like, this way we didn't have to waste any siphoning here. We've got more valor and our attack is increasing. Now, what the fuck is this thing? Watch out for triggers. This unit has a trigger. Triggers activate when specific events or turn phases occur. Check the tooltips of units with a purple trigger icon to see the details. Okay. +4 attack and take 20 damage. So you're essentially, you're just like on borrowed time then. Now, Pyrogel is a good idea to start stacking, I imagine. What if I just, okay. Just cause forward. Pyrogel. You're going to take 20 damage. So you're dead. So then we should Pyrogel the boss. So that he starts taking more damage and we can keep stacking this. Now, I know we're taking excess damage for absolutely zero reason other than I would like to. But, like, it's probably worthwhile because I said so. Oh, it factored in the 20 damage you were taking already. Ah, okay, so I might have fucked that up ever remotely. For the glory of the Seraph, sure. If it must be that way. Well, then in that case, pop this one, give me some money. We can deploy a spear steward somewhere. But I don't know if I care to. I'm taking 2 damage on you. No offense, that's fucking, I'm sorry, man, that's fucking nothing. What if I gave you even more valor? Then what? But nothing would change, okay. But now you deal 14 times 2, which is 28, which would still be overkill for the other way of doing it. So I don't think that that matters at all, in which case we've got to stack on something. I guess just keep stacking boss for your pyre. Because if we just kill him, we win. It's just that simple. All you have to do is kill him. Yeah, so we don't get the kill on that one. He does get a stack of rage because somebody in his row died. Can you remove yourself from there? That's so kind of you. That's actually so kind of you. Deals 2 damage to the unit that attacked it. I'm somehow only gaining 5 health as is, in which case, allow me to flask up this bad boy. He's taking 44 damage. Spear steward in the back line. I've got plans that not everybody can understand right now, and that's fine. I don't expect everybody to get my genius. Disclaimer, I don't know what I'm doing. So this guy is he's like on thin ice, but I'm allegedly getting +7 HP, which should be enough for me to be fine. Yeah, because then you deal a little bit back, but it's nothing. You're going to get stronger, I believe, but deal 20 to yourself. I guess he's already dealt the 20 to himself. Well, this is just unfortunate then. Yeah, I'm starting to think I might just be like ass. Hold on. Because this boss is starting to hit like a truck, man. A Neo Truckman, if you will. If I do it this way, only one of us has to die. Which is probably just for the best. And then if I just keep buffing you, nothing can get all the way to the top. So I'm going to keep it going where you're the only one who dies. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Now, unfortunately, him dying there does mean... Holy shit, this guy's insane now. He's resolved up to the 90th degree. Final wave. Okay. Well, they're already both dying. What would happen if I advance this one forward? We'd probably just get less damage overall. So what if I did this? Would this save my guy? It would not save my guy. But what if I did this and this to try and futilely save him? Then I think we're on to something. All right, never mind. It's the easiest game of all time. All you got to do is think it through. We weren't able to maximize our value of having 2 of the other thing, but I'll just like accept that for what it is. A rare pack will be obtained. I've played the Slay the Spire. I understand how this works. When a unit gains Pyrogel, it gains +3 stacks, and that is a room effect. Attuned Explosive. Attuned, multiply the effects of magic power by 5. All excess damage is applied to each enemy unit. Consume, apply 3x Valor. Have the Spike of the Banished? Is it good? I don't know. Looks good to me. Avarice 5. When a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage, gain gold equal to the stacks of Avarice. Okay. Plus 15 per 100 gold you start the turn with. I like that. Ability Slam. Slam. Cooldown 2. Ah. And just like that, the cooldown, it's all trickling into place. Okay. Deal damage to the front enemy equal to this unit's current health and armor. Move to the front of the row. Okay, yeah, because the ability also does that. Shift is gain 3 Valor, and that's for the Battle Dancer. I think I'm down to start dancing, sure. Gain 1 energy per turn, +1 Deployment Ember. Your Pyre gets +30. Definitely, I want more energy. I have to save them. If we cash in our loot, we're fucked. It's my only form of strength. Oh, okay, so that's how you do it. You can just scroll around. I was trying to like left-click pan, as though this was Illustrator or some sort. Well, I guess it's middle mouse for that one, but still. Upgrade your champion. Offer a random selection of artifacts. Restore health. Or gain gold, gain an equipment, forge your spells. Do I have any spells I care about? I don't think so, right? Which is sad, because I am adding more and more of them. Maybe at some point it's time to start considering, like, not just adding spells on repeat. I mean, we'll go to the question mark event. We kind of have to. Increase your max by 3. Oh. Dragons apply Pyrogel 5 on strike. -3 in deployment, but +1 energy. I like both of these a lot. Am I allowed to look at my map? I am. So, okay, hold on. Sorry. It's just a lot to take in for how they do it. Restore health. This is the only merchant we have until a fight where we might get another we might get another merchant. Duplicate any card except your champion. Wait, we're about to go absolutely insane. Let's just get the coffers then, so we can scale our dragons harder. I know the Pyrogel was also tempting. Trust me, I was tempted. Apply Valor to friendly units or ability Savior. Savior is cooldown 3, gain 5 or gain Valor 5, gain armor equal to 1 times Valor. Or the Revenge turns into apply 2 to friendly units. I'm playing him like a tank. So it's probably, oh, hold on, hold Alt to see additional tooltips, which also has armor and multi-strike. Okay, yeah, sure. I think we just, oh, but this one's so much stronger in terms of his base stats too. But this one scales you better if you can get online. I don't know if we get online though, do we? I mean, the only way I give myself Valor is just by scaling on him. So I think I'll just take this instead. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying my best. We're all learning. It's my first time living. A cluster of large crystals containing Entropy's strange powers forces the train to stop. You could take one of them to investigate. The first crystal is extraordinarily heavy for its size. The second crystal is completely weightless and hollow. The third crystal is growing at an incredible pace. Do you take one? Okay. Unpurgeable. Spells in your deck cost +1 more. Gain or upgrade a spell to gain triple stack. Spells in your deck cost 1 more. Permanently gain. Nah. Unfortunately, no. Maybe if I took the one that like did 150 damage and we can make it have -4 on its cost, I would have done something. But I don't even know how to make a grilled cheese right now, and they're trying to ask me to make beef Wellington. I'm not made for that. Activating a trial means it's stronger, but they gain more. Gain 1 damage reduction per stack. You can have 1 damage reduction. I stack Pyrogel. Oh, I guess it's Titan Scale 4, so it's -4 damage. But either way, I'm still gonna stack it. Put 1 here. We have 6 for deployment. So I'm gonna put a dragon up here, and then I'm gonna put a dragon up here. Then I've got 2 more. So I'm gonna Battley Dance here, and then I'm gonna put a shielded, You guys cost 3. Oops. Wait, am I allowed to revert that? Nope. Okay, well, I fucked that up. I thought these guys cost 2 also. Shit. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. This is what I wanted anyways. So, move to the front. Move to the front and gain. Move to the front and gain. Because now we're only taking -2. You're not taking, like, anything. But what if I Pyre Gel you? Obviously, you're taking nothing right now. Sure. But Resolve, add 1 Discordant Tall card to the top of your draw pile. Well, I don't know what that is. Added card, Scourge 1, Purge, Reserve. Your Pyre takes 3 damage. Okay. So I don't know what Reserve means yet. But don't worry. I think that they might just teach me. Now, you're getting a lot, too. Okay, okay. So it's about to get drawn, whatever it is. Maybe Titan Skin 4 was a mistake. Maybe I don't scale fast enough for this to work out for me. Purge. Your Pyre, Reserve, your Pyre takes 3 damage. We purge that one. I could do the Spirit on the other one right now, but I think what I want to do first is make sure you're dead. Heroic Dive. Does it... Interesting. It does allow me to overstack. Now, this one is gain 1... here. I could apply 0 Valor, but I think I'm going to end my turn there. Now, this is a Giga 4. I don't think you're getting through 2 dragons. 1 was already asking a lot for you to get through. 2 is absurd. And then this one's eventually going to be good. Like, someday it will be scary, I promise. I just don't know when yet. Okay, now, where did you even come from? Gain 75 gold on death. Oh, okay. Sure. So then I'll just put a shield one up here, and then you're dead. What do I do here? Fucking not much, huh? Triggers when this move or when this unit moves. Yeah, that's just your shift one. Sure, whatever. You guys kill 1 enemy. Is that it? What if I double fire him? Sap 2? What does Sap 2 do? Hold on, let's read. Apply Sap 2 to your units. 2 strength down? Yeah, okay. So then in that case, you're fucking stupid for doing that. Oh, it's whenever anything gets hit, it applies Sap. You're an asshole. Wait a minute. Wait, that guy's fucked up. Okay, sure. We barely managed to kill 1. We get another one of the tolls. We're gonna get an even another one of the tolls now because this guy's doing 150. Waves remaining 3? Must be missing something. How is it possible that I feel this on the back foot every single time? You defeated us, but no more? I'm starting to agree with you, and I shouldn't be. Well, they're sapped to all hell. Pyre Cask on this one so that this just kills. Is it an efficient use of my life? No. Glad we agree. I'm just gonna all have -63 and you're still gonna be alive, man? What are you entering with 50 armor? My guys don't do that. I'm lucky if they deal any damage. I was considering myself blessed that I was allowed to play the game. Yeah, look, I can barely even break through his armor after all of that. Now, luckily, his sap doesn't... Okay. Well, is it, buddy? Chill out. It's not that serious. A brief respite. Not really, honestly. Happy you think that way. I'm telling you right now, that is not the case. Now, dealing 25, I think you just deal 25 here and pick up your kill. And then play a Spear Steward back here to pick up your kill there. You don't pick up any kill. Is what it is. I mean, there's 1 wave left, and somehow it feels like we're managing with minimal damage. But definitely, I'm feeling it. I'm noticing the cracks. Now, you have plenty of Valor. Oh, one of them made it up. Whoops. Yeah, probably should be looking at that. It might help. Triumph, Titan Skin, sure. Final wave. Yeah, they're dying 100%. But what if I like Valor you forward and then like I Valor you forward and now you're taking a fuck ton of damage. And then what if I even from there said actually you're gonna take even more than that? What would you do in that situation? Sap 1 has worn off. They will live to regret this. We are soaking so many hits. One more hit. Holy! How much? Okay, well, you know, it's what it is. We tried our hardest. Am I going to make it past this? Ooh, it is not looking extraordinarily good now, is it? I only have 2 stacks, yeah. You're dealing 11 per, so it doesn't really matter who's in front, so I might as well just give both of you Valor. It did matter who was in front, because you would have been able to get off more attacks the other way around. That adds up, actually. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I should have thought about that. But on the bright side, just based off the number of hits he's taken here, 176, these guys got that. These guys got that. What are we going to do? Move him forward? And then just give him a fuck ton of Valor. Is it optimal? No, but it was kind of the only solution I saw. Okay, so we're going to take 22 more damage here, but we do make it out, assuming that we're still allowed to attack with our Pyro, which we are. So what do you change then? Because obviously something's not working. Dragon's Horde, we should get 2 of those, if I remember correct. Valor on friendly units adds +1 damage per stack. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm starting to notice that. Make it rain, deal 5 damage to enemy units, spend 5 gold, and repeat this card's effect up to 3 more times. I don't know if I care about that either. Reduce your cooldown by 1. Still don't have anything with cooldown. Siphon is triggers whenever an ability or whenever a unit on this floor dies. Gain 1 soul. Celebrate triggers after defeating. Gain 1 for every 4. But it costs so much to play. I'm going to keep my deck small. I'm going to save my loot. I'm sitting on this nest egg until my child goes off to college. It's the only responsible thing to do. Duplicate any card except your champion. Or select and remove up to 2 cards from your deck. I think that, like, we can forge weapons with new powers and see what we can do there. Upgrade a unit with multi-strike 1. Okay. Now, there's a lot of good options here, but I'm actually going to put it on the Battle Dancer because they were impressing me. Upgrade a unit with Valor 8. Speaking of, I'm going to put it on you. Now, Titanite, incoming damage is reduced by half. I would not mind having a tanky as hell dragon. Just because, like, I mean, look at him already. He feels tanky, so I should use him as such. Swift Steel Dagger gives quick to something. I think giving quick to our new rogue that we've been upgrading would be a great idea. You're going to say upgrade another rogue. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm the kind of guy who needs more golden touches in my life. I watched Austin Powers Gold Member. Clearly not everybody did. Maybe I'd go Battle Dancer, though. Just having more units that only take up 2 slots. They pair well with dragons. And this one's upgraded really well to work with all of our Just Causing that I dropped 1 of for absolutely no fucking reason. Well, I didn't know at the time what I was going to be doing, so, like, fair enough. Spear Stewards can go, by the way. They're not doing anything for us. Yeah, I think I fuck with Battle Dancer getting an upgrade, but I also fuck with Golden Touch getting an upgrade. I think you get a second Battle Dancer, especially because it should keep the banner. Now our deployment phase looks insanely broken. I can't imagine a world in which non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. We would get cucked and fucked. I'm just not going to let them have that one. All right, Fell down here. Greed Dragon with Fell? Maybe. Think. 1 on this floor. 1 on this floor. Greed Dragon with Fell. Greed Dragon not with Fell. Greed Dragon up here. And Greed Dragon with Fell. Yeah, with Fell. Yeah, Fell's just kind of, he needs a friend. I think it's fine to have Greed Dragon with a friend. Now, this is the one that's Titanite, so I kind of fucked that up horribly. I'll learn this game eventually. It just takes some time. Resolve is trigger shift. Well, then you should have this actually, because then shift whenever it triggers, and then we have a resolve that triggers our shift, so we can just kind of keep going from there. Put you out with him. Now this is just whenever you play a spell on this floor. So I should not play any spells on this floor, and I should instead take 4 damage to deal 66 to him and still not kill him. Why? Because he's a little bit of a fucker, all right? What do you want me to say? Seems like he can't die. I don't know. For the Titans. Oh, yeah, let me read what he does. It seems like he has an on-kill effect. Join us in heaven? I don't really want to. You gain +1 attack if something dies. Unlucky for me, because something's dying. Now, we just cause you to the front. And then we re-just cause you. And then we get more damage going on this bad boy. We can't really do too much more than that, though, because if we keep playing spells, the sap stacks up so much more. And he's also, I don't want you to get him confused with anybody. He is here to die. It's a cruel world that he was born into, for sure. I'm not trying to say that he has it easy. I'm just letting you know the way that it is, he will be dying. Now, we do have a little loot gremlin here of sorts, which means I would love to give you quick and more damage. Quick and more damage means we just cause you to the front, then we just cause you to the front. You still don't kill him through. You're dying. What do we have going on down here? Game decisions are hard to make, huh? Games that give you agency are horrible. Why can't everything just be like Cookie Clicker where the game plays itself? And I don't have to interface with anything that's going on here. Yeah, so you get a ton of damage going. Okay. Feeling the heat? I sure am. Now, this guy is, for all intents and purposes, you must count him as dead. We're going to get a bunch of sap triggers going on. And I even let him get 7 damage off for free because I'm just that nice of a guy. You are not scaling Valor at all because I'm not letting you get hit. So to change that, I'm going to continue to not let him get hit because I don't have a way to make him get hit. Is there anything I need to worry about here? You're going to hurt him, then 66 is going to go on this guy. If I took a sap hit, would that be bad? It wouldn't be atrocious, so I'm going to do it so that he takes 10 more damage from each slice. Then I'm going to Spear to the Banished You, so I've finally got damage on my first floor. I do need to change who's in front, for sure. The next Valor we get, I should use to reposition these guys. Or sorry, just cause we get. I should use to reposition these guys. Especially when you consider what I've got going on here. I mean, these are going to be an issue. I've just got no way to deal with hordes. Aside from praying multi-strike works. Now. Deal 1, apply Pyrogel 2. If my math is right, and it always is, that's a kill. Which means I've given you multi-strike for seemingly zero fucking reason. However, moves, kills, Giga Floor unlocked, and I still have plus 12 armor that I will be gaining after killing you and taking 7 damage. But I don't think I'll take any damage, actually. Because I'm quick, so you don't even get to attack. I did get hit really hard, actually. So never mind. It just didn't work that way at all. But I kept everybody alive. And isn't that more important than keeping my pyre alive, probably? Now, this is where things get a little freaky. Dare I say deaky with it. Okay. If I move you to the front, how does the mathematics on it change? Far worse. Now, if I move you to the front, how does the mathematics on it change? Slightly worse. Okay, now if I move... You don't actually move if I do this, though. So if I move you to the front, what do we get going on there? A lot more Valor even still, and then we apply Pyrogel here, which then did give me sap, which fucks up my damage horrendously. That's fine, though. I don't think we're against the idea of fucking everything up horribly. seeing as it is what I am best at. Now, revenge does trigger to let this guy get some real good chomps in. Only taking 10 per is not that bad at all. This is where shit gets real. Okay. Pyrogel, Pyrogel, Pyrogel. Deploy up here, which then moves you back, but it doesn't count as shifting because obviously shifting is very different. I mean, like, you don't need me to tell you that. 69 damage x2. He is going to get a kill soon. No, he's not. He doesn't even get a kill. Unless... wait. I didn't read how reanimate worked. 7 damage taken is minus, but then you get plus 20 because it was a 2-turn boss rush, which is obviously better. Okay. Oh, fuck. Holy shit, I feel like I'm working overtime right now. Dear Lord. Okay, apply 10 Pyrogel and deal 10 damage to enemy units. Now, based off the way this is worded, I don't hate it because it's actually 20 damage to everything. And I have to save these because if I don't have the stats on my dragon, we might as well be dead. Pyro Remains isn't bad. Merchant of Trinkets plus some money plus removing 2 cards. I'm so down with that because I'm really hating these 1 damage pokes we have. When you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized between 0 and 3. Draw plus 2 each turn. So a little Snecko Eye. But I'm such a low-cost deck that I don't see a world where that's good for me. When any friendly unit gains Valor, it gains plus... You have to take that one. At the start of your turn, friendly units gain... Whatever. So am I allowed to go back here? So can I just, like, take money and then go back here? Wait, it's broken? Remove a card from your deck. Okay, we might do that. We might do that. Unstable Vortex. I'm just going to drop 2 fire starters. The Pyrogel is nice, but I don't like it. At the start of turn, friendly units gain if they are the only friendly unit on the floor. I don't like that. Whenever you draw any non-champion card, let's do a reroll, see if there's anything we really like, and then if not, we remove this. At the end of battle, gain 3 if you gain no. Clan card drafts only offer rare. On deployment phase, draw an equipment card from your deck. Reduce its cost to 0. We're kind of equipment maxing, so I don't mind that at all. And then, do I want to remove anything else? We paid for it, so another Pirate Shell. Whoa, remove will be upon ye. Plus, that way we can get to more of our Just Cause spamming to move. Okay, yeah. Now, this is where Nourishing Feed comes in, right? Yeah. Kale, Lord of Cherubs. When a unit with spikes is attacked, the attacker takes 1 damage per stack. Kale and his Cherubs grant plus 35 and spikes 4 to enemy units. This is going to be an annoying one. Okay. Currently playing Kale, Lord of the Cherubs. Yeah, I'm hearing it. Now, this is gain 2 Valor, resolve his trigger shift. Shift is gain 4 Valor, not Vor Valor, unfortunately. Now, this is where people are going to say I've made a mistake, but I actually don't think that I have. So you summon out both dragons like this. This dragon is fine to kind of be on his own. This one I want to do back and forth with because he's the tank. And the tank can chill. He knows how to hang. I mean, he's letting it hang. Now, what do we have going on our bottom floor currently? 0 damage being taken, which is not something I was very much hoping to see. Now, what if I did this and just killed them all? What's your death effect? Apply 3 corruption. Corruption, unit takes 1 damage per stack at the end of turn. Is revenge, triggers when being hit. See, like, this is where you made a mistake, but I don't think you actually have. I've made many mistakes in my life, but I don't know if I've made any of them currently. Now, whenever a unit gains Valor, it gains 1 more. So what I'm thinking here is you just do this, and then we got Corruption 6, which means take 6 damage at the end of turn, stacks remain across turns. Which is unfortunate that it has to go this way, but like, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then we deal damage here and gave ourselves immediately another one of the Dragon's Horde. And then this would apply 0, but I'm going to do something that might seem stupid. It does still give 1 because it gains Valor +1. So, you are shifting. Good for you. You're shifting and I'm shitting. What does this mean? I should have played Just Cause instead. That would have made more sense. That's what I say every single weekend. Am I right? Where are all my Just Cause gamers at? Now, you take more damage, which gives us even more Valor, and now you're starting to tank up some armor. Okay. Cherub moves here. Cherub moving there is fine. We Just Cause forward. You would die. We Just Cause forward again. You would not die. You're only taking 19, and that's fine. You would take 4. If I move to the front, we're taking plus 35. Who the fuck is giving you 35? Triggers when attacking, apply 3 corruption. I'd really rather not burn to death if that can at all be prevented. But even if I apply more Valor in advance, I don't get anything. After combat, the front unit gains armor up to the stat count. Oh, it's the front unit only. If you think about it, you are. Yeah, you kind of are. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying there. Guys, I have no clue what the fuck is being said to me. Yeah, wait a minute. You might be on to something here. Okay, well, so if I move, you're taking 4 damage no matter what. But better at you than me. Eaten. After the next round of combat, this unit will be eaten by the front unit without an eaten ability. Okay. Unit can be eaten 3 more times. So you're just like an asshole or what? I just don't understand, I guess. Move you forward and give you more Valor, I suppose. And then Shield Stewards I can't play anyways. Shield Stewards might have to be the next thing to go from the deck. As sad as that would be. I know we got some real big shieldy fans out there. Alright, and then we get huge damage on that one. But then Buffet causes spikes to go on the other one, and we still get a Dissident Toll, which I'd rather not have to dissidently toll, but I mean, who am I? I'm over here toiling in the fields. You're dead. You're gaining 52 health. Honestly, the duality is kind of insane there. You don't have to be dead. You can live. Because I can save him. I can do it. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Institute. Now, you only have Quick, but it's fine that you only have Quick because you're just going to gain 21. And so then you should just take a little bit of Pyrogel on you. And now we have a team. We take 4 from Spikes, but taking 4 and gaining 25. If you haven't heard, I think, therefore I am. I've heard that one before, actually. You wouldn't believe... And then I thought I wasn't, but then I realized I am. And that kind of changed a lot about how I put everything into perspective for me. Praise Fyra's Flame? Praise me, fucker. I'm the one in control here. Now, everybody dies, but so does my champion. Just this once, Rose, everybody dies. So how do I want to save you? Can I? So you just trigger after combat, grant 35 and spikes 4 to the front non-boss enemy. I don't care. Sorry, I just don't. You're gonna die from corruption. And I don't know if there's anything I can do to save that. I think that you're just... I could use a nap on a pile of gold. All right, fucking Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck in my mentions. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. And you are an unkillable god. It can be hard to recognize it, but the Swiftfoot assassin guy is definitely just like our strongest unit. Our champion's dead and we're stronger because of it. Make that make sense. Like, I'm taking 0 here and I'm giving you even more Valor to beat the shit out of him. And you know what? While we're at it, one of you lives. Fucking not anymore. You're all dead. We take 0 damage here because we have too much armor from all of our Valor. We take some damage due to the fact that corruption wears us down eventually, and I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop that, but by God, I'm gonna try. Now, this would be a great turn to have Dragon's Breath, the holy Dragon's Breath in question. We'd love to see that. You are taking 34 damage, and some people would say that that's a lot of damage and I should do something about it. My counterpoint is, what do you want me to do, man? I'm out here doing the best I can, okay? Have a monster deal at least 100 damage on a single hit. See, I got an achievement because they know how well I'm playing. Did anybody ever tell the developers they might be putting too many monsters per one floor? If no, then allow me to be the one to say it. There's just so many monsters. It's just oh so many. Spear Steward being here is actually peak because then we get to move you to the front and then you gain even more valor from having your shift ability go off. All of a sudden, it's making sense. Now, you're only, well, you know, it could be worse. You die, and then I kill the rest of the floor, and my guy down there becomes a giga tank who never loses. Now, how are we going to kill the Lord of the Cherubs? Well, there's one wave remaining, so that might help. We've got a fuck ton of armor. Final wave. Don't I win? I don't win. But I could. Because if I do this, that doesn't kill them. Because it only does 20. But what if I give you even more valor? That'd be stupid, and let's focus on doing what matters. Okay. So doing shift abilities matters more, so we should do that. And then we should set up Spear Steward up here just so we have extra damage in the back and then end our turn. Now, unfortunately, our bravest warrior, the one who's given his life for us the hardest, will be the first to fall, but isn't that just the way it goes? Dealing 121 per hit. Can't tank one more of those, though. Now, we're moving up a floor. This is where boys become men. So if you shift, you'll still gain valor. But you tank better than Spear Steward. So, is it better to just, like, extra Pyre Gel up and then just put this on you? Strategists are saying I might have cracked the code. We're not 100% sure yet. Mainly because there's about 4,000 keywords for everything that's happening in this. Yeah, I think that was the best play we could do there. You have 13 HP, and you're looking at a really pissed off dragon. I'll do you something even more embarrassing. You die by that. Okay. Oh, it's an easy game when you really just understand what's happening. Attuned Explosive. Consume double the amount of Pyrogel on a unit. Consume, apply Damage Shield 2. Damage Shield is nullify the next source to all friendly units. Or no, apply Damage Shield 2 to friendly units. So I'm assuming that's all of them, which is... Well, but it nullifies it, so I don't know if it would trigger any of the stuff we're trying to trigger, right? I'm just gonna... It's either Sanctuary or Skip. We have extra energy, so I'll take Sanctuary. I'm always taking Hell's Flame. I'm just the kind of guy who needs Hell's Flame in my life. I also just have to save this. I can never loot into it. If I loot into it, they will kill me. Upgrade your champion, Merchant of Magic, Imperium Well, duplicate any card except your champion. Well, I mean, like, you do kind of tempt me in ways I didn't think you will. Apply Valor 5. I think Valor 5 is really fucking good. It's a lot of Valor to apply just for getting hit, man. Upgrade a spell to cost -1 and gain Intrinsic, which starts in your hand in the first phase, in the first hand post-deployment. Okay. Gives plus 20 magic power to something. This. What if I said it canceled? Okay, it doesn't spell. All right. Upgrade a spell to contain permafrost. Remove a card from your deck. Let's think for a second, honestly. And that's a very scary prospect for me. As I get up there in years, I don't know if I'll be able to continue doing this going forward. Okay. Let's wait to duplicate in case we craft a perfect card that we would like to duplicate from there. -1 cost and intrinsic. -1 and intrinsic. -1 and intrinsic. -1 plus it gains intrinsic. If you give something -1 cost and intrinsic, wouldn't you want it to be just cause? You probably would want it to be just cause. Because then this is a free intrinsic card that we can start with. And then we can start with 2 of them to start instantly buffing our guys forward. And all of a sudden, I really like the way you're thinking. You're kind of a genius for that one. Now, making this 21 and consume, I don't know about that. Well, I kind of do. I'll do that. I will do that, actually. Because... if it's a consume card, we just get it out of there. Plus 10 magic power. Okay. Plus 10 magic power on Pyrogel or on the Dragon's Breath seems really reasonable to me. And then hold over when played, card is placed on top of your draw pile next turn. Okay, hold over intrinsic just cause that gives valor and is free, which then we will duplicate to have a second copy of. At which point we are getting a lot of free valor so nothing can ever die. And the best way to win is never losing, which is kind of how I'm trying to tackle this game. Oh, cool, the Swift Steel Dagger, the Swift and Steel. All right, so we want to do like a little something like this. Yeah, I fuck with that opening heavily. And then I like having Greeded Dragon plus Battle Dancer with like a Greeded Dragon up here. And then I put the Swift Steel Dagger on the one who's free scaling valor from being next to you. And then what do? I mean, there's 100% reason to remember the name. Because the way it starts, you move you forward. And then you give you a lot of damage. And move you forward again. Now we're getting +2 health here. We're taking 6 from you because you have sweeping attacks. Now, if I would have just stopped that, I wouldn't have had to take any damage. But instead of doing that, I decided it would be a really smart idea to just throw away a lot of my HP for absolutely zero reason. You can question the play all you want, but you're starting to realize I might be onto something. Now we have the holdover one, which means we move you forward. You would die. So then we move you forward. And then we give you 2 more valor and trigger what we care about here. Apply 10 Pyrogel. Can I advance an enemy unit? You can. Doesn't that change everything? Wait, and then one day, everything changed. You're all I need. So I should have also done that down here. That's how it has to work. Okay. My strategy falls apart when they're allowed to attack things I don't want them to attack. And as it turns out, they're definitely allowed to do that right now. We need to be very careful about making sure we take out any sweepers first and foremost. Are you a sweeper down here? You are if you have no units on the floor, deal 5 damage to the pyre. Okay, sure. That's fine by me. Up here, we would have somebody die. How do I stop someone from dying? It's more simple than you might think. Get ready to get goofy. Get ready to start doing some shenanigans. Wait, I don't need to heroically dive you. Why would I die? Because sure, you attack all, but I have quick, don't I? I don't have quick. Okay, so if I don't have quick, then yes, I do need to keep everything alive here. In that way. Have one spell deal at least 175 damage in one hit. You noticed all that? 21 damage up here is pretty good. Then move you to the front of the class because you can just kill everything. But then move you to the front of the class because then we gain more valor here. We're gonna take a not insignificant chunk of damage here. I'm allowing my weak spot to be open and vulnerable on the internet, which is definitely a great idea that can only work out well for me. All right, so you're only dealing 71 right now. Now the revenge procs are starting to scale you like crazy. Yeah. I mean, you just take a little damage on the chin. You know how it is. 2 sweepers. Give me Dragon's Breath or give me Death. Okay, Dragon's Breath it is. Now you are the only one left, unfortunately for you. Move you to the front of the class, followed by saying you actually get to go up front, followed by saying actually you should sit up front because that still shifts this one around. And then we've got like this whole nice kind of system working out here. We're gonna put the champion up there. Why? I'm tired of him being in my inventory. He's stopping me from achieving the kind of greatness that I have in mind. Now here we get insane damage. You don't even get to hurt me with how much valor we have going on. Now again, it's going to be very important that I get Dragon's Breath here. Shit. Is this quick? You're the quick one. Okay, if you're quick, we move forward and you don't die anymore. And just like that, all of a sudden, can't you hear them screaming out your name? Because legends never die. Apply 15 valor to somebody. 15 is not an insignificant amount of valor, I would say. Who do you put that on? Fuck it, man. You take it. Just be the most lethal you can on turn 1, and then anything else will come out in the wash, hopefully. If they make it up to the top, they deserve to deal the damage at this point, because I'm not doing anything to stop them. Quick there is insanely good for us, by the way. If we did not have quick there, that would have been very, very dreadful for us. Taking some more damage. We might have to be looking at healing our pyre soon. I'm not going to lie, this crystal will crack in twain. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Move you to the front of the class. You would die, though. So then you move you to the front of the class, because now you wouldn't die. Then what do? You move you to the front of the class, because yet again, you wouldn't die. And we're looking for... I mean, up here, we can just place you. Fire starter kind of sucks, but I guess we'll just do it there. And then you almost just get to, like, kill him straight up. You're going to gain even more valor here. Would be insanely tanky to put that guy up front, huh? But then I feel like our dragons are missing out on value. Now, you have a singular attack all, so it's important that I move this so we can get more damage going. And then I can just cause... Honestly, I'm stupid. Why did I even bother doing that? Do this instead. Move you to the front, which obviously would shorten our damage, but then we move you to the front, which doesn't shorten our damage. You guys are dealing 40. Honestly, I really expected more from the shield and spear up here. Especially because this one I paid to upgrade, man. That's an insult. That's a fucking insult for sure. Whatever, it's fine. We'll take 5 more damage because I like the way it hurts, okay? There's even a whole song, I hurt myself today to see if I still feel the pain inside my heart, the only thing that's real. That's what I'm trying to test out here. You have... I mean, he just has far too many things to him. Alright, so you die instantly. We're fine with that. Now here, you move up. Do you even bother getting through this floor? You don't. So, like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cause you to the front, which will then trigger me to just cause you to the front, which will then trigger me to say Sanctuary so my boys don't take damage. And I'll pass the turn on that one. Enjoy the damage shields. Hurt me while you can. I'm kidding, by the way. He can. Okay, I understand now. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a final boss or if this is the final boss. Because up top, this is the last of these ones. Current ring is the Observation 7. How far you've traveled through the gates of heaven? I don't remember how many rings of hell there are, so I don't know how that applies to heaven either. Descend. Move down a floor and to the back of that floor. The next time this unit is attacked, it takes that much more damage again for each stack of melee weakness. Consume. Descend. Then advance a friendly unit. Retreat the front enemy unit. Apply weakness 1 to enemy units. I don't even know. Just cause, isn't that a game? Yeah, but I've already made the joke about it like 5 times. So I was trying to, you know, let it go because I've got it by now. Slay permanently increases damage by 3. It just might be a smidge late for that. I'm going to save all of my dragon eggs. I'm not going to spend them. They're coming with me to my death. Offers a random selection of artifacts. Forged to gain new powers. Select and remove 2. Forgotten boon. We unfortunately need to heal because my playstyle is very much just let shit happen, which is not working out well for us. When you play 3 different kinds of cards in one turn, no. At the start of turn, fully heal champions. Unit cards without upgrades cost -1. Remove a card from your deck. Take this and roll me. And then we're looking at advance the back enemy unit when it enters your train. Why not? It seems like the back one is always the one that's like they want to protect it. Merchant of Arms. I totally just didn't even look at what you have. Combine 2 equipment cards into 1. I'm never gonna recover from this. Oh, that's so fucking tragic. Oh, we could have used that so hard. Duplicate any card except your champion. I'm gonna do something that might be a little frowned upon here. I'm just gonna duplicate Spear to the Banished. We always use it whenever we have it, so why not? And now we have to fight the final boss of the game, which is Seraph Eternatus, Chosen of Savagery. Seraph Eternatus, Chosen of Savagery. Yeah. Wait, then who was that other guy I just fought? He was insane. Unrecognizable from his original form. Seraph, yeah, whatever. Enchants enemy units with Rage 3. Okay, your units enter with melee weakness 1. Got it. So he's like a fucker or whatever. You know, I've been coming to realize something. This is the best lineup I like for down here. And for up here, I like putting a dragon with a dancer. And that dancer can then have the trigger shift for right here. And then a dancer can sit right here firmly there. For now. Those are the most niche effects I've seen in a game. Dude, so many of the cards in this game, I'm reading through them and they're like, if you have 12 Gwimbles, add 1 extra Dringlet effect. And I don't know what I'm to do about it. Because I'm attempting to learn. I truly do want to learn. I don't say that as somebody who's disingenuously saying it, such as like Jordan Peterson, who's like, I'm here to learn, and then he's gonna semantically argue with you for 47 minutes. Sorry, that's if you're lucky, he'll be that quick. Speaking of, let's add quick here. Now, what do I do in the meantime? Spirit of the Banished on who? Well, you are casually just kind of scaling. Let's Spirit of the Banished right here to give more valor on this bad boy, because he's going to need it. He doesn't currently, though. Melee weakness -1. Thanks. Very kind of you. We're getting our armor up, sure. Melee weakness 1, if you have to. I get it. I was alone and afraid once. It causes you to lash out against others. Now we got the healer up front. Oh, that's not good. Move you to the front. And then we can... If I do this... All of a sudden the turn's looking better. But what if I move you back up? Now it's only -2. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now here, you're taking 0 currently, but what if I also increase your valor even more? So that going forward, also don't even worry about the shield steward. Just close your eyes. He's not really there. Okay. I saw a post earlier where someone was talking about like when you reach Unk status. And I don't really know if I've got a definitive answer for when you like actively have reached your official Unk status, right? But what I can say is I know it's too far gone. Like there's a clear point where you're too far gone. And I think that point is when bathrobes start screaming to you like the Green Goblin mask. Like you look at a bathrobe and think to yourself, I should wear that. That looks very comfortable and this is what I should wear as my day-to-day attire. I think at that point, you're further gone than you even realize. Because it's not normal attire. Nor should it be yours. Now, 23, but then 23 into the 50 here is going to be, hell isn't so bad once you get used to it. That's a League of Legends player if I've ever seen one. But yeah, no, I think that like that is clearly the point at which you've passed no return. Just like valor you and just call it a day. I think I just valor you and call it a day. As sad as it is, because it's not really the most useful thing I've ever done. We've gotten more valor there. You're almost dead. Speaking of almost dead, my guys. Yeah, this is not looking exceptional. I mean, the fat lady's not singing yet, but she's humming a tune for sure. What do I do here? You don't take any damage. I mean, what did I do right with that one? All right, well then let's just give you some more valor because you clearly deserve it. Well, actually, while we're at it, move you forward to keep you strong, and then we will also buff you up even more. And we've just got to call the turn there. I'm not huge on it. I'm definitely not huge on it, but at least we get some big damage in on that back line. How am I supposed to hit that level of damage? Hey, I can just wear shorts. But that's what I'm saying. The bathrobe isn't calling to you yet, so you know you've still got some time left on this earth. You've still got some good years ahead of you. If you're looking at it thinking, man, that bathrobe looks insanely comfy, I'm sorry. I am. You don't deserve to go through that. What if I hit him with one of these? How would that change the numbers? That'd be very beneficial for me. It's a very good use of a turn. Here we are taking 0. Unfortunate as it may be, I have to go like that. Because we need to kill here. Which means do this. And then we get our kill there. I'm trying not to take damage on our pyre at all, because it might come down to being between the pyre versus the final boss. Not saying that I don't believe in my build fully. However, I definitely do not have much confidence in this build. I'm starting to, the writing might be on the walls, and it is in all caps. Now you will get pulled to the front at any given moment now. Or I could go fuck myself, I guess. Retreat the front enemy unit. Apply melee weakness 1. If I do that, would it even be worthwhile? I mean, I guess it's not worthwhile because I have to use it anyways. Pyrogel on this one, you're still dealing 0 damage to me. Just Cause on this one because I need to. And then move you forward for the Just Cause on this one, which would then cause my guy to die, which is why we keep an extra Just Cause on the off chance that we'll need it. And then retreat thusly instead of down here. Because down here we're only taking 6 damage on a dragon who has 100 health. He'll be fine, man. If you are believing he's going to get hurt, stop believing his lies. That floor is done. We move here where we get our instant kill, followed by you trying to break away all my armor. It's not going to happen. We're up to 101 Valor on the bottom floor, hitting for pretty substantial numbers now. Taking 8 damage on that. It doesn't change the breakpoint. It absolutely does, by the way. Like, that is verbatim a breakpoint change because it is dealing 30 damage. That means we have 1 less hit that we can take on it. Don't even worry about that, though. Now, if I put this here, I don't think it does anything. Now, if I put it here, I don't also think it does anything. So I think that, like, what you do here is you move to the front, move back, thusly. Give you this just so I can move you to the front again. Rip to this guy, by the way. You know, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Unless I wanted to play smart. Nah, I guess we'll play smart. We'll play smart. Keep him alive just so I can keep doing shenanigans where I swap those 2 back and forth. Because I believe you are gaining it for free anyways. Yeah, you're getting extra resolve no matter what. So I do need to scale this one more. You're only at 40 resolve compared to up top where we've got way more. I can't look at the numbers right now. Okay. So we're able to only pick up 1 kill on our bottom floor. Our bottom floor is not very lethal, but they are very survivable, which I think is still worth something in the grand scheme of things. Okay, down here they've got more going on, sure. We taking any damage? Everybody's dying. Oh, but you're taking 2,000, which makes me feel way better about the current events we have going on here. Move you to move you. It's rough. It's a rough world we live in. If I had 2 Just Causes, I would move 1 to the front here, but let's think. You have more health, so you should survive. You're dealing 125 times 2. Hold on, Heterogeneous Scholarship 7 is in my Twitch chat advertising a ViewBot to me. Maybe I will pick that one up. You know, I haven't picked up any of the other ViewBots, but something about this one's just really speaking my name. Now, luckily, these enemies will all be dead, which means when we get to this floor, it's all the better for us. 1, you're dead anyways. 146 times 2 is still very good damage for up there. Yeah, plus he doesn't have quick up top, which means it will attack in the turn order I would like it to. Got a long fight going on here. Everybody pull out your tea bags. We can seep it for a while by the time this fight's over. Ooh, ViewBots. Oh, excuse you. With the dead internet theory, that's just 95% of streamers now. I'll have you know, that's just becoming the standard. You are nothing. Very rude to say to somebody you just met. What the fuck? Now, here is where we will pose an issue for ourselves. Because what I would love to do... Move you to the front. to move you to the front, to then move you to the front. And you might say that accomplishes nothing. How wrong you are. Now, if I were to remove this in the order it's going, we would just die. We wouldn't die, but we might as well die. They might as well be dead. What if I... No, heroic dive only works on friendly units. That's correct. Now, I could have heroic dived on the last floor, and then we could have had something cooking off. Instead, I'm just kind of like letting it go. I'm being the bigger man. I'm turning over my cheeks or something. Oh, maybe I should have moved. I don't know. One more hit goes through. That's big. That might change everything. Now you get one hit. No, you get 2 hits in. 2 hits doesn't change anything, though. It's only dealing 30. You are everything. Right back at you. Hey, hold up a mirror. That's the most important thing in the world that you're looking at right there. Be gone me, and then fire breath me, and we win. All right. Wait, it's just that easy. Wait, this game's for like babies, for like little children. That was just a tutorial. It only took me an hour and a half to do 1 run on the tutorial. Wait, that's so easy. Win a standard run, level up any clan. I mean, you tell me. Primary clan banished. I don't know which one was the banished. Is that the... Oh, that was the advanced and... Excuse you. Hell yeah. My mom doesn't let me play games that have swearing. Dude, chill out. Summon a Hymnist. Applies Valor 5 to friendly units. I thought a Hymnist was like the person that did flips on a balance beam. Oh my god, wow. We really leveled up. Ascend, then advance. At the end of the entire battle, friendly units on the front of the floor permanently gain 6 HP. That's pretty good. Now, what do we have from the Pyreborn clan? Extinguish, gain 1. And Extinguish is, of course, triggers on death. Damn. Guildmonger is just kind of there to die, huh? That poor guy. He deserves so much better and got so much worse. That's rough. Summoning a whelp reduces cooldown of friendly units by 1. Now, you might be saying the cooldown to do what? But I'm still not 100% sure. It just kind of does that. Shout out was given to Derp the Froggy. He lives. He dies. He repeats. So I've never done whatever Savior was, because all I cared about was Vanguardian for Fel, if I'm using Fel. Now, there's also Lord Phoenix, but I'm not allowed to know what any of the other ones are. Sure, makes sense. Then over here, we have the relics that we found. These are the clanless artifacts. Yay. And then the other artifacts we found is whenever a unit gains Valor, it gains +1 more. I was going to take a shower, but a huge spider has taken over the bathroom. I'll be right back, chat. I've got a war to fight. I'll be right back, because I have to take a piss anyways, so... I got some really unfortunate news about the spider situation. The spider situation has evolved. I walked into the bathroom. Joe said this is where the spider was. I'll tell you right now, there was not a spider there. He might have outsmarted us. What, the rat just got fatter? Excuse me, I've always been plenty fat. Mind you. He's plotting to kill us while we are asleep? I don't think so. I mean, there is a new invasive species of spider. This is probably exactly what Joe wants to hear right now. There is a new invasive species of spider that's starting to take over a lot of the east coast of the United States. And from what I've heard, it's like a pretty big spider, but it's also pretty harmless. I don't remember what its name is. But, I mean, honestly, he said it was a large spider that was brown. Now, it's possible it was a wolf spider. Now, if it's a wolf spider, I don't want to fuck with it either, but I will. I mean, someone's got to get rid of it if it's a wolf spider. Now, if it's just the invasive one, I'm still going to kill it, because at that point, it's, yeah. Anyways, I need more sleep. Got early stuff in the morning. Have a lovely stream. Thank you for stopping by. But, like, if it is a wolf spider, I want that guy out of my house. And then if it's an invasive spider, I want that guy dead. It's kind of why lanternflies were awesome, because you just got to crush them without feeling remorse, you know? Like other insects, I see them. A centipede, for example. If there was a centipede in my household, I don't know what I'd do, because I feel like that's one that it contributes to the ecosystem. So what am I supposed to do? Now, it's currently not contributing because it's in my ecosystem, so I think at that point it's almost forfeiting its right to live, but... Also, I'm not reading the story at all. When we invaded hell, we fought for Seraph, but now we fight for our own survival. Seraph, my brother, our leader. I followed him without question, but I saw too late the cost. Yeah. So this is one of our heroes until he got what he was looking for. Titan came, yeah. This game has story. I don't really think so. I think the story is just kind of like... Bad news, I looked it up. It might have been a wolf spider. Motherfucker, dude. Oh, that's so messed up. What do you know about the legend of the red dragon? Apparently not much. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the wolf spider the right way. Yeah, wolf spiders are agile, ground-dwelling hunters with long legs, excellent vision, and running skills. They're named for their wolf-like hunting tactics. Wolf spiders are big and hairy and scary. They're typically harmless because their venom doesn't pose a danger to humans. While you may experience some symptoms of discomfort, it would go away within a few days. But, like, if I can be completely honest with you, if it is a wolf spider, I wouldn't want to experience the discomfort, honestly. I really would not like to. So if it is him, I'm going to be fully armored up. I'm going to be wearing 17 layers before I go in there. Unlock more pyre hearts to progress the story. Unlock criteria can be viewed by the departure station. Sure. Unlock pyre hearts. Okay. How would you recommend a man go about that? Top room is the skull crushing room, or you can go for the Hall of Experiments, or the Bone Shaker, or the Gilded Vault, or... I mean, I obviously don't have any of those. Still don't have any of those. Okay. I'm starting to notice a trend here. It's an old-ass game my dad got me into. Yeah, I've never heard of it until this very moment. So if I say new run... I just wasn't ready for that to be the sound effect they played when we did that. Hold on. We are the banished. And we don't own any of the others. What if I said... So then in that case, what if I started Pyreborn and allied Pyreborn? You can't do that, obviously, you dumbass. As I knew. Win with trials, take pyre damage, win a dimensional challenge, move units, spend coins, deal magic. Okay. Inflict debuffs, sure. So this time we're going to try seeing how Lord Phoenix runs it. Because he just kind of seems like that kind of guy. Covenant rank 1. Enemies are stronger. Add additional random cards to your starting deck. Okay. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. Random starting cards that have been added to my deck are Alchemy, consume, gain 2 Dragon's Horde. Windblade. Oh wait, I got 2 of those. A Magma Mauler who just hits people and applies Pyrogel. Okay. Sure. I don't really know what I'm looking for here. But yeah, no, I'm really hoping it's not a wolf spider for my case. Because also, wolf spiders are like crafty little guys, and they're quick. So I'd really rather it be whatever the new invasive spider species is. And I don't even remember what it's called. Hold on. Invasive spider species. Yeah, the Joro spider, the Joro spider, I believe. Oh, well, likely to spread beyond Georgia, and that was in 2022. So I'm actually going to take a guess that they probably didn't spread too far. I think they might still be stuck there. Upgrade your champion, sure. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains +1 stacks. Ability Phoenix Fire. Slay is +1 attack. Deal damage equal to this unit's attack. Apply for Pyre Gel. Slay is after it kills something. So do we want to go big dragon, or do we want to go like we help our team and deal more damage? I feel like big dragon is really fun though. I'm going to do big dragon. BigDragon.com, one of my favorite websites. Oh, when you play 3 different cards, or when you play 3 different kinds of cards in a turn, draw 1 and gain 1. When a card with consumed is played, deal 30 damage to the enemy in front. We'll go for that because I'm kind of like a consuming guy. Plus, we already have a consume one right now. Start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. No shot. I'm probably way too weak for that. Gonna need a source for that? I just kind of feel like I would be. When I'm looking really strong, I could have taken that. Now that I'm seeing what I got going on here, hold on. Yeah, so we're going big dragon. Big dragon should be all we need, because then we can make a mistake. You can... You mean the thing I complained about not having last game? You summoned a unit with an activated, click on the... Okay, yeah, it goes on cooldown after its use, though. Got it. So, for example, shift gain 1, and then it will gain no matter what. Then we can do this. Then we can hit you really fucking hard in the face. And then we're so close to kill. We're so close to kill. Hold on. I want to hold to undo and restart this turn from the beginning. Why? Because this doesn't give me damage, right? But you can do this to hit you, apply Pyre Gel, which then applies more here, which I can then almost kill. All right, I don't think we're going to be able to kill this turn. That's fine. First one's free, buddy. God, I'm just so hoping that it is not a wolf spider for my sake. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm going to alchemize up here so we can get our 2 Dragon's Horde and then get a free kill while taking 0 damage. Now, granted, this guy is not exactly rolling in the damage he's taking because heals 15 of what I just did, and I'm not dealing much. A brief respite. I will take it for what it is. What I want to do here is, I mean, like, look. It's not a smart idea, but I'm still going to do it anyways. I'm just going to, like, fire start this guy a bit. Imagine he's a friend you can pick up. The wolf spider? All right, let's go off that logic. Spoopy Joseph, he's your friend. Go in there and pick him up. No, he really is waiting for you. Go on. I'm sure you will be consistent with the idea that you would like to go pick him up now. Well, okay, not me. And that's what I thought. And that's what I thought. That's fucked up. This is the world we live in. I also placed those guys horribly up top. I don't even know what I was thinking. I got 0 stacks towards my champion scaling, by the way. It was a complete waste of time, and I took damage on there. That is just not a good look for me. Now, on the bright side, if I have... I do. We should advance, advance, and advance. Now he's fucked. He doesn't stand a chance anymore. Because once he gets up top, he dies. almost no matter what. We're dealing so much more damage just from having Pyrogel on him. I'm lying to myself, but it's kind of the only way I can sleep at night. Because if I do this, he takes 30 and dies and we gain more gold. And then we're up to so much Dragon's Horde. We might even get another one to drop from the battle. I doubt it, but like, wouldn't it be cool? We did. Okay. Deal 1 to all units. Deal 5, gain a gold. If it slays. Consume, apply 10 Pyrogel. I like consume a lot in this. It's kind of our whole idea. Shift, take 30 damage, can be equipped on enemy units. I just don't care. Grant quick to people, it's fine. Select one of 3 minor artifacts. We're about to get way better than that. And I know it for a fact. Banished unit versus Pyreborn unit. I would rather have a Pyreborn unit because we are supposed to be the Pyreborn one this time. Thing of Steel. Upgrade a unit. Sorry, I just thought of the Minecraft movie when I said it. I'm sorry. Thing of Steel. Multi-strike on him seems crazy, and then giving him 14 more attack also seems absurd to me. Avarice 3. Okay, it can't go on a unit that I care about, in which case we're fine. Because now we can also give quick to him. Avarice 10, this is just if it dies. Oh, when a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage, gain gold equal to. Just give me more Pyrogel. And our next upgrade, I'll get the Pyrogel one. Magma Jockey. It was bound to happen, man. Ever since they introduced Jack Black in, I knew what it meant for me. Why did we not put our Giga Goated one down there? I've got plans that not everybody would understand right now, so I'd rather not share them with the whole entire world, if that's okay with you. Should have put the Mauler one in front and the shield one behind. I shouldn't even have the shield one on my team, actually, if we're being semantic about it. Do you think this will count for permanently buffing my damage? Good news. It does. Now, if I alchemize, you die. Which is huge for me, because you don't die to just anybody. You die to Phoenix Fire, which means we get even more scaling going on. Your train stops here? Well, I hope not. Sure seems like I've got a while left to go. I'm just gonna kill you. Learning mechanics is for nerds. Around these parts, we just swing first and see if it's lethal later. We have one thing we've consumed. That's just to get more of these, which we will be able to get another of before the fight is over. Now, up top, you kill and then you kill, so we're fine there, but you will take 9 first. You don't have to take 9. And yet, it's a fucked up world we live in. I'm gonna make you take 9. Well, I guess technically only 5 at this point, but look, man, it's your job to endure. It's my job to kill. Final wave. We're kind of on to something now. Upbeat Warbler does not help us even remotely here. Pyre him already. Extra pyre him already. Might as well give 1 Valor to you. It's not much, but it's not doing anything down there because it doesn't boost our attack. Hits, it's fine. We get some good damage in. It's also fine. We still get some good damage in. You're at 14 stacks of Pyrogel. Dude, great damage by us. What the fuck? Also, you shield after each and every kill, or is that Valor? At the start of this unit's turn, gain 5 armor. I think it might have something to do with that. And then we consume this and then just re-Pyrogel you up. And that's that. Holy shit, wait, this game's easy. You can play it with your eyes closed. In fact, I have been. Because reading scares me. Now, I do want to cash in. Another consume that gives us Pyrogel is huge for us. Apply 10 Valor for 10. You've got to be outside of your mind. We are going to loot this because it is our maximum. So now we are going to Dragons and Whelps gain. Units gain for each upgrade on their card. Spells gain +3 damage for each upgrade on their card. Just give me the Dragon one because it's kind of what we're going for. Ancient Pyre, when you are out of blank, cards can be played for their cost, or when you're out of energy. Valor grants an additional +1 armor per stack. Create an ephemeral. I learned it. English was a hard one, but it turns out learning with phonics, hooked on phonics, it really did change a lot for me. Create an ephemeral copy of the first spell you play. Ephemeral purges when played, discarded, or at the end of turn. It's probably the best one. We can probably do something with that. And it's each turn. Yeah. And then we've got something in the fog, Pyreborn unit, or heal and random equipment. And rooms to improve them. The equipment I just do not care for. We have to do something with shift, though. We have to get a good shift unit so we can make use of those swords we have. Because right now we are doing absolutely nothing. This once exquisite statue of a warrior angel defeating an imp has been defaced by the Titan of Savagery. Sinewy veins, not vines actually, cover the statue, pulsing with strength and intensity. They seem to sense your presence shifting as you approach, as if to invite you to touch the statue. You could take the Titan's power, but at what cost? Get the Savage Skin upgrade, which is Titan Skin 5. Get Savage Shackles, which is an unpurgeable, deployable, units in hands cost +1. I don't really know if I care for that. Rage 5, Revenge, permanently gain 1 Rage, but it would also give you the same Shackles. Or gain 2 for every missing 1 health, but also get the Shackles, which is unpurgeable and, well, unpurgeable. What the fuck does that mean? Unpurgeable, cannot be removed from the deck. This card is drawn during the deployment phase. But it's deployable? Honestly, just maybe I do the... I just leave. You decide against it and continue on your travels. I decide against it because I just feel like I don't have all the information. I don't really know what they all do. When played, a copy of this card will be added to the hand. The copy gains ephemeral. Dude! We've been here before, I promise you. +10 power onto one of them. I don't mind one of these being a pretty good poke. Spell costs -1 to cast. I do not mind that on one of our consume alchemized ones. Making that a 2 cost, letting us do more with it. I don't mind that at all. Especially because then we get 1 more energy. We'd be able to cast 2 of them if we get ephemeral. Apply 1 pyrogel to all units. Extinguish gain. Now, why do you deal more? Because you guys are dragons. Right. You are a 2 cost. And you have incant triggers when you play a spell on this floor. Apply 1 pyrogel to everything. Or extinguish equals give money. You're just a better version of the shield tanks who I'm going to remove from my deck at the first possible option to do so. Now you have the Rage and Siphon, and then we got Kale, Lord of I feel like I've seen these bosses before. Rage 2 on Siphon when an enemy unit dies on the floor. Yeah. Okay, so Lord Fenix, I want you working with the bad one. And I want you working with the tank who's good to die. I don't know about that, but femoral means dies. Well, it's not exactly femoral, it's ephemeral. It's close, I'll give it that, but it is slightly different. Okay. So, can alchemize and kill. If I alchemize, do you die? You can also pyrocast the boss and deal 30 damage to it. But I can also just like pyrocast you and deal more damage to you. And now everything on the floor dies except for the back one, which means I do this. Because you're going to deal 18 with extra damage on it, which is fine for us. And then we're going to apply this up here, followed by moving you to the front so that you gain more valor. So you hit even harder. Yeah, and then you get hit, it doesn't matter. You slap back once, and then this one gets the other kill, which means we're slaying and we're starting to scale upwards. Now, you are the one that scares me, because I don't understand. And things that I don't understand scare me implicitly. And we're looking at 15 damage on my boy here, so instead of taking that 15 damage, I'm going to just, like, create my ephemeral copy. This is of the first spell you play each turn, which is different from an equipment, which is why we didn't get it on the other one. Now, I don't know why I didn't get it last turn when I used Pyre Cask. So that's definitely a spell. Did I not get it last turn? Maybe I did get it last turn and I'm just stupid. Because this is a spell, right? So I do this, and then we get another Pyre Cask, which means I do this. And now you've got so much on you that you might as well just be done. I mean, what's your point at this point, you know? If I do hold. Is this anybody? to this unit, deal damage equal to this unit's attack. Apply Pyrogel 4 to enemy units. Is that just based off of everything? Like, it's just so much. There's just so much. If I move you to the front, you can take the damage, and you're supposed to soak damage while he just kind of like stacks up more Pyrogel. Now he's taking a fuck ton there. I don't really care if anything down here dies, unfortunately for them. No, it's like, isn't your Lord down there? Lord knew what he signed up for when he joined the team. And if he didn't, he's learning now, isn't he? We alchemize on one of these. We probably just alchemize. I think the answer is you alchemize down here so that one of them dies and you don't have to worry about spikes anymore. Now, I can't re-alchemize, as unfortunate as that is. And I can't play you because that would go over the cost here. So I'd rather just play you out, who has exactly 5 HP, which means you should sit here. But I'm going to put you here because I'm a little bit greedy like that. And then I'm just going to take my free damage up and pass the turn. Deal a little damage up there. It's not much, but at least we're getting value out of the... Ooh, damn, he is good. Our one unit that we siphoned every little bit of power we could. Pretty good. How's your roommate? Well, he just tried to shower and then there was a wolf spider. So... I imagine in that regard, not great, but overall, I don't know, his medication for his back came in, so I'm hoping that like at some point he's fine. Unlock the Luna Coven, finally. I've been waiting to get them. This is all well and good, except for up top where I should have put the upbeat Warbler so we could have got a kill. That is true. Warbling here would have gone crazy. Now, I don't even know if we're going to get our death trigger off the other guy, which sucks for us. We're okay right now. We take a little damage. The thing about taking damage is... it only matters if it's the last bit of HP you take. You're a steward. We could do like some Pyrogel shenanigans if we wanted. You're only taking 2 damage. I think the answer is you do Pyrogel shenanigans. So that way... because this won't kill, which is fine. We want you dead. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. That's kind of the fucked up part about it. And then we'll Valor here. We get our kill. He'll have to go up a floor after killing my Lord, and I don't care that he kills my Lord. That means nothing to us. Now he walks up a floor. He gets to attack before we do, which means this guy dies, which is exactly what I'm hoping for. However, you give 1 on death, so I'd rather take 2. Because, according to my mathematics, 2 is larger than 1. So I think that that's a pretty good trade. Consume double the amount of Pyrogel on a unit. I think I'm down to take this one, and then we should look to upgrade it. Another Pyrogel applier seems insane for us. And then heal. Your Pyre gets more damage and attack, and then we get more energy. I think I'm down to just get more energy. This would be looting at 4. Looting at 4 is just not what you want to do. Come on. There's no shot you're a dirty 4 looter. You gotta save on 4. Align with the... ooh, I like their art. Align with the secretive Luna Coven. Isn't that just people who lock in Luna Snow every game and will never swap? They're not that rare of a coven. There's actually hundreds of them. Artifacts versus forge your units. I'd rather forge my units to gain new powers. And while we're at it, when a unit gains Pyrogel, it gains +1 stacks. Unfortunately, I should have done that from the start because I hope it's a tarantula. It's a wolf spider. Granted, it's not much better for me because I'm going to be the one who has to deal with it. I'm sure Spoopy Joseph doesn't mind at all. Upgraded unit with +1. Ooh, but that's +1. I don't know about that. Valor or purge a card. We have to purge a card. What are we getting rid of? I'm happy you asked. Shield Steward, I can't exist with you anymore. And while we're on the subject of it, Shield Steward, I just really can't exist with you anymore. And honestly, while we're on the subject, I'm going to leave while I've got money, but I could remove more, and I really want to. Sacrificial Chamber, gain 10 gold when a unit dies. Reduce cooldown by 1 and give attack and defense. That's crazy for my host guy. But yeah, Wolf Spider should be fine. 9 boss enemies units restore 150 HP when they move up a floor. That's way too much for even a guy like me. I thought I was kind of having a run go on here. Never mind. Strike, apply Pyrogel, quick, apply Pyrogel. You should go first and always attack first. I like that. Guildmonger sits here with you behind, and then up top, we get one of these going on. Not playable in the Pyro Chamber. Oh, I think you know I wasn't trying to play it in the Pyro Chamber. Now, this is triggers after combat gain Titan skin. Okay, I see where you're going for here. So, like, what if instead of you going for that, and I do respect you for it, I just, like, killed you dead. And then we keep an extra Pyrocast. We should have used the ephemeral one, though, because this one's going to go away anyway. So we're just going to do that instead, and then we just pass our turn. No fighting has to happen, because we are a spell-oriented deck. It wasn't my plan, but here we are now. This is an equipment, so I'm down to just do this. You're not the fire starter that's good, no. Upbeat Warbler can just get played out up here if I really want. And then we're talking 13 damage. It doesn't have to be, though, because we get an ephemeral copy of this, and we can kill one of you, so that's 7 damage off. 6 damage doesn't seem that bad to take at all. No attack. All of a sudden, you have an attack. I mean, I just don't get it. Clearly, I misunderstand. Up here, what are we going to do to get through it? I'm not going to consume something to double right now. That seems foolish of me. I'd rather do this into having one of these. You are trigger after combat, get 5 Titan skin. I don't care. So I'll just kill you ephemerally. And then I will use my ability to gun down one of them. And then I will use my ability to gun down one of them because they also have Pyrogel. Where's their Pyrogel coming from? I guess it was applied to enemy units. So I guess yeah. Why do I feel like your rat is a lesbian? I'm a guy. But I do like women. So for what it's worth, I guess you're not wrong. Man, we might as well buff you up. You've got quick strike from your Warbler. The Warbler is doing nothing in the deck, by the way. If you're wondering what Warbler's point is, I like him because he's a silly little guy. He just kind of stands there. You know, lesbians generally don't like it when I hit on them, which is crazy because we have so much in common. We both like women. That's the end of the similarities, but I'm trying to come up with more. Like, I'm really racking my brain here. I promise I'm trying to come up with more. All right. You will die. And honestly, that's just kind of the way it has to be. I was trying to think it through, find a good way to save him. It's just not going to happen. Now, on the bright side for me, we get a slay. Very happy about that. A brief respite. In which case, I have you shoot up here. Just can't do that at all. Can I just alchemize then? Y'all mind if I alchemize real quick? You were the reason they corrupted heaven in the first place. I don't like the tone that they just took there. I feel like they were blaming me for things I didn't even fucking do. Maybe I could have done healing 150 between each one. Maybe I should, like, stop underestimating my build. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So you ask me, you shoot here. So that Pyrogels everybody. When everybody's Pyrogelled, nobody is. You will die by my hand. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna die. That was no question. But now I've got a fire starter version of this that I might as well use. I guess we should... No, buffing you would be pointless. You're just there to soak a single hit. Well, you don't even really soak that. So I think I'd rather just do this, because at least then we can kill through. Yeah, I placed him wrong, but, like, it's fine. They give you tools to get your way out of that, and we still get our attack up on the one that matters to get it up on. We've only got 5 Pyrogel on him. What's our plan? Fucking nothing with any of these, I'll tell you that for sure. The answer is just, like, stack more. And if we stack enough, we'll be fine. Currently, we are far from fine. But we're dealing okay damage. Because you take 2 more hits through. And each of those is stacking Pyrogel like crazy. If we can get our 3-cost attack that like triples the gel, it doubles the gel. If your Pyrogel exceeds, do you die? This is a question I will not have the answer to. I guess maybe it did 1 damage. Pyroclasm, we don't care about. Dragon's Breath is good. Now we have AoE. I hate to say it. I'm just, like, not even noticing that I have the other side of my kit to use. When enemy ascends the game, Pyrogel. Okay, when you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4, +1 magic power on this floor. Okay, when you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. Just give me Flaming Talons. Free Pyrogel seems pretty good to me. Units without upgrades cost -1. But that's only unit cards. Equipped units gain 10 armor. Spell cards have with Consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. That's huge for us. That's so massive for us. That's insanely large. I've never seen one quite that large before. Duplicate any card. Remove 2, gain an artifact, and look at artifacts. Artifacts are insane. I've played Slay the Spire. I know how this works. Units get an extra upgrade slot. See, that's awesome. When an angel moves, it gains 2 Valor. I think extra upgrade slots very easy to say. Starter cards cost -1, +3 deployment. Don't really care. Deal 3 piercing whenever an enemy unit moves between floors. Piercing ignores armor and shields. That's fine because we're stacking up our debuff and then they should just die. Select and remove up to 2 cards from your deck. Wind Blades are not doing anything for us. And neither is the Upbeat Warbler, but I'd rather remove the Wind Blades because it's easy to play out a Warbler and then never have to care about it again. It's a one-time warb. The start of turn, friendly units gain +5 and +5 if they're the only one. Gain +1, -3. I guess we'll go for the Wanderer's Talisman because there are off times where I have one person sitting alone. -1 energy per turn. I can't do it. I've got my economy coming from other places. I don't need to worry about your petty challenges, okay? Down here, I want to have the quick one, but up here, I want to have the multi-strike plus you. And then the Magma Mauler just slowly scales on his own. And now the fight begins. Now it's time for real shit. Okay. We equip this instantly. This will allow us... Hello? Wait. When the student is killed, it will be revived with 1 and lose 1 stack of reanimate. Oh. So you're just like a rat bastard. Wait, why don't they just say that? Okay. So then we should do Dragon's Breath. Because now they don't have any reanimate at least, which is something. Can't use our the other one, but still. Me too, buddy, me too. Which one was that about? Was that about flirting with lesbians? Saying it out loud makes it sound slightly worse. Holy shit, the Pyrogel build is working though. Now we are gonna lose a lot of strength here. So what I'm... But it's just so hard to say no to doing this. Into doing this. Yes, I lose strength on him for now. That's fine though, because now you're dead. Okay? Fucked up that you would do that to me. We're losing our stacks of sap. They get Pyrogel, then they take their damage. You're down to just your reanimate. Join us in heaven? I'd rather not, honestly. That's got to be one of the worst things to hear right around now. I do not wish to join you in heaven even remotely. All right, do this. Shoot your shot at... I don't know. It's probably best just to do this. Get the free kill. And then what about the other Pyrocast? We just don't even need it, man. Because these will just, like, kill. Yeah, the next turn they're dead no matter what. Up top, we're taking some damage. I won't fight you on that. We're definitely taking a good smidge of damage. But it's fine. I mean, our units are here to die. Undying minions. Yeah, I've been noticing, actually. It might not be as slick as they think it is. I am #noticing. On the bright side, I'm gaining something here. Double in a... I don't know about that, per se. It's your when I cast a spell on this floor. Which is just, like, one of those things where I gotta just say, like, tough shit, you know? Because... I'm killing you. I hate to be the one to say it, but I'm killing the one in the back. Now you have whenever something dies. Yeah. Only losing 38 health is what it is. Whatever. Fine. The sap will wear off eventually. A brief respite. It just doesn't really feel like one now, does it? 30 damage here, consume and get another one. Now, this one will also get consumed. What's in my consume pile right now? So we have an extra Pyrocast, and we have our 2-cost alchemy still. Okay. In the meantime, you should just take some damage. You're gonna kill my guy who I want you to kill? I mean, really, no sweat for me. Now, up here, he's been giga scaling. So it's honestly his worst case scenario. This is where we go thusly into alchemize me, because that's a lot of damage still. Now, we are getting essentially one turned by that. Up here, we're taking 16 damage. And then there, we're going to have... it's just not a great look right now. But it's not over either. Because 30 health is enough for him to survive an onslaught coming his way. Then hopefully you die to gaining your... You don't. But you'll die next turn. You'll die this turn before you get to do anything. Mainly because I have Pyre Cask. Actually, you're consume. But I should Pyre Cask before I consume by doubling. In fact, fuck anything else, just stack more, I think is the answer. That's as much gel as we could get in one turn, and then we get even more from this, which means you're about to take more going up. But you have a lot of reanimate. You have 8 reanimate, and I've done absolutely nothing to better my cause going forward. So I think the answer then is you just keep going. We're at a different point now, okay? Before, it was all like, it was cutesy and fun. Now it is neither. We do this, and at least we're able to get you to your reanimate threshold. We don't have to take... We don't lose. But we might as well. Because it takes so many fucking hits to kill this guy. I don't think that he's fair, honestly. Even last run, I felt like he was a little bit unfair. And now I'm fighting him again. I think that I was right. Expensive taste. When a unit with avarice deals unblock damage, cooldown 3, apply 2 avarice to friendly units. Okay. So you just kind of sit at the top and do some stuff. Ability Moneymaker, cooldown 3, gain 7 gold for each. Don't care. Fanning the Flame, just give me money, I think. Be Gone. Lead Songbird, Punk Shredder. I just don't know, man. I just don't know about any of those. Spells gain +3 damage for each upgrade on them. Increase max by 2. That's good. That I like a lot. I'll definitely take that one. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the turn. That's insane. Did you do the model yourself? No, but the person that I had do my model does not do anybody else's models yet. I am the only model they have to their name currently. So it might as well have been me. He lies. Improve equipments and rooms. I think that could be fine. Plus 15 magic power for everything in here. Increase the amount of damage and health restored by those. Okay, sure. If this unit loses health, it dies. I don't know about that. Multi-strike 1. On strike, -1 attack. So it's just like a burnout quick weapon. Read card descriptions of the game. Yeah, but I'm going kind of crazy in them. Upgrades an equipment or room to be drawn during the first phase. Let's give 15 here, or to be drawn during the deployment phase. You. Remove a card from your deck. I'm not that kind of gamer. Multi-strike 1, extinguish, purge this unit. Extinguish triggers on death. So what would happen if I just put that on my hero? Train stewards gain multi-strike. That's not happening. Combine 2 equipments. I just don't care. I just don't care enough. I've just got what I need in my life, and I'm able to move on from there. Remove up to 2 cards from your deck. I am not using Just Causes at all, or Spear Stewards. So, I'm removing a Just Cause, and I'm removing a Just Cause. They might as well not even be in the deck, I'm not gonna lie. Kale and his Cherubs grant damage shield to enemy units. Damage shield means nothing when I kill you dead. So enjoy your damage shield 1. Nullify the next source of damage. Wait, that does matter. You've drawn a room card. I know how they work. I bought it. It wasn't by mistake that it ended up in my deck, man. Like, I know how the room card works. I read the description. I appreciate them being like, just in case you're a dumb baby idiot who doesn't even realize what you have here. But I do know sometimes. As rare as that may be. All right. That's our deployment phase. There's our dragon. You have 60 HP, and when somebody eats you, something happens. I'm only dealing 74 damage currently. What if I did this? Well, now you'd be dying. I can attach this right here. I'm gonna make fire starters free for the rest of the turn. I don't understand this scam. Can somebody help me get the scam? Because, like, I want to be cool. I want to be included on why I'm getting scammed. Somebody in my Twitch chat just said, hey, buddy, your stream was so amazing. Heart, heart, heart to watch your next stream. Add me on Discord. Name. How desperate are people in life that could ever even work on somebody? Because I'm reading that and I'm thinking to myself, there's no shot anybody has ever fallen for this. And yet the very fact that they're here stands testament to the idea that, in fact, somebody does fall for it. And that's the part that's kind of fucking me up. We should keep alive our other guy, by the way. Because, like, I'm sure that if I add them on Discord, they send me a link, I click the link, a surprise, surprise, who would have thought it was a phishing scam? And then I would lose all of my personal information, right? I imagine that that's what the scam is. However, how desperate is the average gamer that there's even like a remote chance that that works? I'm just gonna double it here, by the way, just because it's easy, and then we also get to go crazy with our other stuff. So from the consumes, you're dead. You're just gonna die from attack. So then let's go down here, because I'd really rather not my main character die. On death, on triggering a killing blow, gain rage. Okay, I just don't care then. So I should shoot. I should do something like this, right? Because then you have exactly 44 health. And then I kill this one. And I'm fine. I'm only losing 4 HP, which isn't ideal, but I'm not out of the running. Okay, okay. But also, he hasn't responded since I called out the idea that it would be a scam, which makes me think it might be a bot. I'd hate to put this kind of accusation on him. Poor guy is just over there crying like, I just wanted a friend. This streamer's an asshole. Hey, you banned him. What the hell? He said he was looking forward to my next stream. Ungrateful streamers. Honestly, I mean, what are you supposed to do with guys like this, man? He said he's looking forward to my stream and he got a ban for that. That's just fucked up. No man should have to go through that. I mean, he already had to struggle. He was watching my stream. Shouldn't you be a little bit more sympathetic to his plight then? I mean, if I do this, you're practically dead. But if I do this first, you're extra dead. So let's do this first. Because it was preserved anyway, so it doesn't matter. And now you're extra dead. Now, he did kill my spear guy up top. I don't really mind that much. We're going to pick up 6 kills here, hopefully. Wait, how are both dead? Oh, because you eat the other one. That does add up. And then you will die to damage going up a floor. Can we get my dragon heart that deals damage to everybody in the room? Or did I not pick that card like a dumbass? No, it's in there. It's still definitely just sitting right there waiting for me. Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. That's cool. While we're at it, then let's just deal 16 here. Get an extra ephemeral card. You're dead no matter what. My main character gets to live on, so let's just apply more Pyrogel over there. Because we'll eventually need to kill the boss, so I've been told. Do I have... I don't think I... Oh, I did have ability. I did have Phoenix Fire. I mean, Dead Ender Theory could be true, but like maybe 95% of users is what you don't see. And you just see real users. It's an interesting theory. Let's see how it works out for him. I think what you do here is you unfortunately say fuck it to the idea that... No, you say Dragon's Breath first. Because now you can use Just Cause on yourself for free. And Just Cause on yourself for free means you're able to shoot 50 damage at whoever you choose. I'm going to choose to Pyrogel up this fucker. And then I'm going to shoot him dead so he dies. But I don't even need to... I do need to shoot him dead so he dies. That's fine. And then we have an upbeat Warbler to place somewhere. Who's up getting warbed, though? 22 damage on my big guy. I don't really like you doing, but I don't really have any option to say anything else. So get warbed. I mean, we're at the point now, right, where we all agree it's just, like, not even a theory anymore. Shit happens way too often to be like, I don't know. It might be something. Somebody just shared photos with me on TikTok. It's about to be photos of nothing but the wolf spider I'm going to have to kill right after this stream. As tragic as that may be. Doubling here is crazy, especially if we get to... We don't get to cherub it, wing it. I believe it's just gone now. No, it is not. It got discarded. It got saved. It just didn't pop up with the pop-up on screen because that's for dumbass bitch idiots who need help. And we're not that. So if I just move this, what's it do? Nothing? Okay. What if I put you in front? My guy lives. Wait a minute. Okay. That matters a lot. Now here, you're going to take 6 damage, but you're going to deal 63 in return. But what if I just popped this so you just kill him? Then you're dead there. We can do this here. The consume proc kills. You're still dying, Warbler, as unfortunate as that may be. But then I think we're fine. It's not the world I was hoping we'd live in, but it is the one I do exist within. Now, inside my deck, do I have any more Spearmen to exist to soak damage? If not, we might be fucked. Because I didn't have any way to deal with all of them. You're welcome. Would you like more details on this topic? If you would, just ask. Somebody is probably... It's funny to think that there is somebody who currently exists that has likely been arguing back and forth on Twitter with ChatGPT and not even realizing it. Top 10 times I fucked up. What am I supposed to do here? I wish it would deal like 1 damage to everybody. That would have been ideal for that. But I think that all you do is just like... You don't even get a chance to attack. So I should make it better for the next generation. The next generation should have it better than I do. Yeah, and we did what mattered there. 3. He's dead. You still have to move up a normal floor despite nobody being there. You're taking 200 minimum per floor. I'm doubling the amount that is with on you. And then I'm going to Valor myself up. I think what matters the most right now is getting you to start taking some form of damage. They're going to beat the shit out of my Pyre, by the way. They are. He's a bot? You don't know that he was a bot, man. He was interested in my streams. That's not bot behavior. That's normal. Shit. Okay, we took a lot of damage again. This run feels very strong right up until the moment where it feels insanely weak. So what I think you do here is you Dragon's Breath and win. I'm a bot. It's bound to happen anyways. I mean, it's good practice that way. Double the amount of Pyrogel on a unit. Look, you're going to get me to do something I shouldn't do, and I'm not going to do it. That was the final boss of that floor. Okay, that makes a lot of sense why it was so hard. I'm going to save because we can go all the way up to 10 now. I need to refill my Pyre's health, but I also want to go this way anyways. And while we're at it, give even more Pyrogel to everything. And then we go back into the Merchant of Steel. Titanite, we don't care about. Valor, we don't care about. Avarice, we don't care about. Wow, that's a horrible shop you've given me. 14 attack with Endless. When this unit dies or is eaten, return its card to the top of the draw pile. Okay, I'm going to put Endless on the one that has No, I'm going to put Endless on the one that has Quick. That's really good. Upgrade a unit with plus 20 HP. Plus 20 HP on our tank seems very sensible to me, which is why I don't know if it was a good idea. Reduce the room you take up to 1. I don't mind my guys a little thick. That's the difference between me and most gamers. I don't mind at all. Gain 1 energy when a unit dies. Reduce cooldown by 1 or fragile. I already have the ability to reduce my cooldown by 1, so I don't need that at all. Plus 14 attack on... Honestly, on our tank. Fuck it. He stays around for a while. Why not? Have him keep working with his dynamic duo the way that he is. Minus 1 energy per turn. Look, I don't need it. I'm going to get fucked if I have it. Let's just not use it then. Theo, more magic damage off rip. You go with the quick Endless, because he can literally do this all day. You get your multi-strike plus tank, and then you just kind of scale up top. Tale as old as time. The Beauty and the Beast approach, I see. Now, this is where things get interesting. Because do any of you care if I do anything? You don't. Okay, so I'm just going to hit you with this really quickly to see how I'm feeling. The answer's pretty fucking good. So I'm going to move you forward, and then instead of letting you take any damage, I'm going to let the one who's Endless take the damage, because, like, of course I would. Now, my energy count is quite unfortunate right now. I mean, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning. I'm going to just shoot you dead, because now you're going to die to my dragon dealing damage. Then the other one is going to die to the passing of time, eventually. You put a Resonant Ruin card on top of my draw pile. Unfortunately for you, you don't do that because you can only do it whilst alive. I'm not even going to bother Pyre casting you, because I don't need it. And if I don't need it, I should save it. That's the way I'm viewing it. That's fine. You have 6 corruption on you. You'll live. You die, but you're Endless. So even in death, I get value out of you. A little loot gremlin up there for my guy to kill. Sure, why not? Put this guy back down here. Equip my item where I need it. And then... Well, this sucks ass now, doesn't it? Well, this is just a little bit of a sticky wicket we find ourselves in now, isn't it? It sure is. So what would a guy like me, a fella like me, perhaps even do in a situation like this? Now, it's a great question. It's really one that asks me to look in the mirror and self-reflect for a bit. I think the answer is you just alchemize for fun. And it did get consumed, unfortunately. But now I've got more Dragon's Horde stuff going on. And then we don't care at all about how many times this guy dies. He'll keep coming back. We could have put Endless on our tank, too. I just want Endless on more units, honestly. Endless makes it so I don't have to care about how I play. As long as I survive, which is what I care the most about. Pyrogel, you get killed. Love to see it. Pyrogel on all of them. They don't get killed, though, because I didn't really get to stack much here. Now, this is where we get big stuff going on. They're a Scourge, not a spell, but I'm still going to play it safe and start out by, like, just dealing some damage. Play this one out. No need to double anything right now. Shoot that one dead so we get our full amount of everything we need. And then up here, You're gonna live. Wow, that's fucking insane to me. I thought you were insanely dead. Kill that as best you can, which is to say you don't kill it, but it happens. Give him some valor because he deserves it. I think that like he'll die every time. There are 2 little enemies. I am only on like the first ascension, and like you are talking to an Ascension 20 Slay the Spire gamer, all right? So when it comes to comprehending card games, I sometimes know what's happening, but I'm way better at like restarting until I get the right Meow's Lament blessing. But that aside, you are talking to a Ascension 20 Slay the Spire gamer. You're gonna die, and unfortunately you're gonna cause my other guy to take some damage, which I'm not huge on you doing. I feel like it'd be far kinder if you could just die without inconveniencing those around you. Ooh, wow. We don't have enough damage to deal what I want to here. I mean, you would just hit enough, right? Because, like, you put this up here. Look at an 11 more damage and 2 more Pyrogel, which means you're looking at 4 more damage on top of that. It's just not enough to even remotely care now, is it? So you're going to... I think that the right play is to move him up and save our tank for right now. Just cause even, the prospects on it add up better for me. When attacking, give corruption. Ooh, that's not good at all, because you're going to die no matter what. You're not going to die no matter what. But we're looking at a lot of damage, and then if you get corrupted, it's kind of all over from there. But I don't have enough to kill you. If I did, I would have. I don't think I did, at least. I might have misplayed. It does happen, unfortunately, from time to time. Extinguishes that one, we get ourselves our gold. That's all that matters. You die, you're endless, I get you back. We have corruption on our guy now. Corruption on our guy, not what I'm looking for. We're going to take 8 damage, but it's just 8 damage. I'm kind of here... I'm being sarcastic. Holy shit, the hordes are like flies on a shit. I mean, like, when we get our AoE spells, it doesn't feel bad at all to deal with. When our AoE spells decide not to show up at all, it is hell on earth. I think what we do here, Pyrecast the back one, deal some damage. Pyrecast the back one, deal some damage. Firestarter the back one. Firestarter the front one. And pray we can get a kill. We can't get a kill unless we do this, in which case he's definitely dead. Don't even worry about the fact that nothing has changed for his damage and it looks like he's not going to die. That's fine. We're about to take 8 more damage. It's because I like the damage that way. It just feels best that way. He got left with 1 HP. Lucky guy. 1 wave remaining. Good. Hits back. We're fine. They're going to die at the start of the floor, and then you don't die, but whatever. So it's just gotta be... Do you have 20 regen 2 spell shield? Does seem to be a smidge excessive, maybe. Whatever. Get rid of your spell shield. Does it get rid of the... Okay, it does. What if I do this then? What would you do in that situation? In a world where I do that? You're dealing 30 times 2. You're killing him in a singular hit. The alternative is I put this guy up, and then at least somebody gets to survive, and then I can shoot you with my active ability to get some damage going on you. But honestly, it's looking rough. You might say you totally forgot about up there. I 100% did. I don't really have much of an explanation to that one. At least he gets to go twice because of quick. You have 2 spell shield again? Again? Well, how am I even supposed to be able to crack through that? You're doing 42 times 2. I'm seeing issues. I'm just hashtag noticing, that's all. I'm not trying to say, like, it's impossible. I'm just saying that, like, there's definitely some things that I think we need to work on before I have any chance here. Namely, the fact that I didn't get to hit him a single time, and he gets 2 spell shields every single turn, no matter what I do. How the fuck do you hurt this guy? Am I insane? He just gets unlimited spell shields. Because, like, even if I go 1, 2, you're dealing 52 times 2. Restores 57 health. Rage increases. What's giving you that? After combat, gain 8 rate. What the fuck? Racks the overblessed. Yeah, I'd fucking say so, man. Was balance just a word you guys threw around for fun? Holy shit. I mean, what am I guess you do that? Because everyone has quick now. We're able to deal some damage. But then he's going to get spell shields. And with spell shields, how do I fucking kill him? What the fuck? Wait, is that a balanced encounter? Wait, did I do something horribly wrong? I must have. What the fuck? Wait, that's insane. My entire build was small pokes deal big damage, and his whole entire thing was you have to hit him a lot, and I did hit him a lot. But he just didn't die. Holy shit, that's an insane encounter. Maybe there's a one singular card in the entire game that removes all debuffs. Dear Lord, I didn't even turn on the challenge. We've also got something going on at the barracks here. I'm just gonna like click the, yeah, I'm fine to skip the dialogue, honestly. Trigger an optional dialogue in the Covenant Outpost. Oh, that's all it was? I was just curious what it could be up for. So we now have no other Pyre Hearts still, but we can ally with the Luna, which is empower spells and weapons. Okay. Well, that's where I'm going to end today. I know what you're thinking, only 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm a part-time streamer, dude. Plus, I need to go find wherever this spider is and kill him before he kills me in my sleep. So, are you the Monster Hunter stream finished because you beat Valtrex? No, they're not finished. Look, I normally do some variety. This time it's just, I'm doing Monster Train in between. My Monster Hunter schedule is still the same. It's Monday and Thursday are my Monster Hunter streams. So, Monster Hunter is going to be in 2 days. I'm going to do all of G rank. I'm going to do all of Hunter's Hub. And then we're also going to probably choose another Monster Hunter game after that I'm going to play through. Because I haven't played through Rise. I haven't played through Iceborne. I have played through Base World, but I haven't played through Iceborne. Granted, I'd probably do an entirely new playthrough for World. Because, like, I haven't played it in ages. So there's not really... Anyways, yeah, no, so... I'm probably ending stream there for today. Mainly because I've also got other stuff I need to do at night. So... Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you did indeed decide to come out, which if you didn't come out, I mean, I'll support you. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow for a different game. Not sure what yet. And Thursday will be Mon Hunt. See you then.